I think we live right now, baby. Let's go. Hey, do me a favor, Preston, get a volume check on this. Make sure we're on the volume with your phone, please. Let's go. Game time, baby.
I wanted to hear Chopsticks.
I've been a bad man, yeah, the devil's prayed to me, and I help him go and get his way. You kept your word, boy, yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't wait to meet you one day. Yeah, I can't wait to meet you one day.
Emotions out of focus, I'm crawling at my lowest. Feet hit the streets like a high-speed pursuit. I'm wild when I move, burning to your head, about to tighten up the noose. Bunch of clown faces blowing clouds of the booth. Woof, woof, hooters at the door, now they trying to run up in. I am not a guppy shark, stash everything. Dope in the pussy like a B of A deposit. Baby girl robotic, she gang bang ebonic. Hang with the rules or you gotta pull your weight. Told the biggest tool, keep one in the chain. This is not a date, dance with the Mex, get your face in the cake.
Yeah, the devil's prayed to me, and I help him go and get his way. You kept your word, boy, yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't wait to meet you.
Check one, check two. Is everybody in? Is everybody motherfucking in? Welcome to Hoodstocks, baby, on a motherfucking Sunday. Let's go. Today's podcast is brought to you by Dent Low Tattoo Arts. The homie is the cover-up king. This man is located out of San Diego, California. Very talented tattoo artist. For appointments and prices, estimates, email dentlowtattooarts@gmail.com. $100 deposit, Venmo or cash will get you a spot with the homie. Very good homie right there. Today's podcast is brought to you by www.50racks.com. You want to support this podcast, go to www.50racks.com. Cop yourself a hat, cop yourself a tank top. We got all kinds of gear right now, baby. We got shot glasses, you know what I mean? We got G-strings for some of you motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Because some of you motherfuckers be acting like you need a G-string sometimes. No, I'm just fucking with you guys. We love the support. We love you motherfuckers. Yeah. Whew. We've been waiting for this day, right? We've been waiting for this day. Let's start it off like this. Have you ever felt convicted before you ever stepped foot in a courtroom?
Every single time.
I mean, that's what racism might feel like. Today's guest has a lot of nuts and conviction for stepping foot on this stage. Live from East Los Angeles, everybody give it up for Trusty from the Proud Boys.
Woo! Thank you, thank you.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, bro. You know what I mean? A lot of anticipation for this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this is a very important podcast. All podcasts are important, bro, but I think this right here is necessary.
I agree.
It's necessary. Some cats were talking shit and saying, why do you give this dude a platform? Why do you give him a stage? You know what I mean? I give a lot of people stages right here. You know what I mean? Who would I be to pick and choose on, you know what I mean? Who to let sit right there. I mean, we're not letting no rapists, we're not letting no child molesters, we're not letting no snitches sit right there. Anyways, Trusty, there's Instagram has been taking down the post of you.
Yeah, they pulled it.
Yeah, and the world is not very happy, it seems like, with the Proud Boys.
Yeah, I know.
The sense of media, certain side of politics.
Yeah.
BLM, Antifa, so on and so on and so on, right? The list is deep, right?
Yeah.
The list is deep in a small amount of time that you guys have been around. Before we get into your affiliation with the Proud Boys, I would like to paint a picture a little bit about yourself, so people know who was sitting here in this chair before the Proud Boys.
Thank you.
You mind taking us down that road?
Yeah,
brother?
let's do it.
Yeah.
So, way back when I was a little kid, my family decided that I was going to go to a private Jewish school,
And I spent the first 13 years of my life basically as your tried and true proper little Jewish boy going to Temple Day School. I never really felt like I fit in. I was always a black sheep there. I was always getting in trouble there. And I think my folks knew that and wanted to put me around people that would hopefully guide me and prevent me from going astray, as parents want to do, guide their kids. But I never fit in. I never fit in there. And basically, as soon as my bar mitzvah was over, which is a ceremony that you go through when you're in Jewish religion, when you're 13, it's your rite of passage to essentially become a man, how they put it. The very next year, I went to public school. And I had come from a very, very sheltered background, put it that way. 13 years in public school, and then I got dropped into LA Unified in North Hollywood, Milliken Junior High School. And I figured out real quick that I needed a group of friends, that I needed a crew, so to speak. And I was lucky enough, my first couple of years, I played high school football, and I was fortunate to find the team when I was 16, 17, because it was a very impressionable time in my life. I had basically been around one group and one group of people only for my entire life. And I wasn't familiar with the outside world. And I got dropped into LA Unified and lost my mind. The first day of school, there was basically a gang riot. And I had no idea what I had found myself in, basically. So I found out real quick I needed a crew of people to grow up with. So as I progressed through high school and high school football came to an end, I found myself, running around with the people in my neighborhood. I grew up in North Hollywood. I grew up in the San Fernando Valley. And a friend of mine basically had been going to public school his whole life. And we became friends when I was playing high school football. And one thing led to another. And as football ended, and boys do what they do, boys grow up and they want to beat on their chest and stick their, let everyone know how badass they are, because boys need to become men and they need some kind of rite of passage. Well, I found all those that were growing up on the street. I grew up with the graffiti crew, UFK, and I was fortunate enough that they basically took me under their wing, and they all accepted me. And basically I grew up with guys that would go on to become West Coast graffiti legends, UFK sort of, they did their thing and morphed into another crew called ICR. And I got a couple of big homies like my homeboy Jer from UFK ICR. Grew up out here. He's a West Coast graffiti legend. The homeboy's Pure, rest in peace. And then some of you guys may know the homeboy Triggs, rest in peace. He was also from our crew. And I was fortunate enough that those dudes took me in. I was a latchkey kid. My parents were divorced. And I had basically no guidance. And I was looking for that where I could find it. And I was fortunate enough to grow up with those dudes. And as they progressed, graffiti turned into gangbanging. One thing led to another. And next thing you know, I was deep in it.
What were you doing? You were tag banging?
More or less.
Yeah.
I mean, I never really got into the graph much. You know, I always said I was the ground combat division of my crew. I was just there to back up the fellas. I just wanted to fight.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to do. So, but as we grow up and things get more serious, and you may call it we were the lucky ones, maybe we're the unlucky ones, but we had dudes that were bussed in from parts of LA that they knew how to gangbang, and they took us to school. They said, "You guys want to gangbang? We'll show you how to gangbang." And guys like C14, North Hollywood boys, Barrio Van Nuys. I grew up in the 90s.
Yeah.
Grew up in the 90s in the Valley.
Yeah.
So it was no joke.
We're the same age.
Exactly. So I learned real quick. I came from a real sheltered background, but I learned real quick that you need to have a crew of fellas to be with. So.
Especially in that era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If not, you won't get fucking. Yeah. You won't get ran over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went from basically a good little Jewish kid to becoming a jock to basically becoming a hooligan.
Yeah.
So
So you get out of high school.
I got out of high school. I was lucky to get out of high school, put it that way.
Yeah.
I managed to squeak through catching a few cases and never got caught up, put it that way.
Yeah.
My parents were pretty worried. They ended up sending me out to Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. I went to Motorcycle Mechanics Institute, learned how to work on motorcycles, and ultimately became a Harley Davidson mechanic. So as luck would have it, as soon as I got back here, I fell in with that crowd. So next thing you know, I'm working in a shop, and we got red and white coming in. We got people coming in trying to do their business. My boss got caught up in some trouble, and I found myself looking at that trouble on his behalf. And I basically got tired of it. So as you get older, you wisen up, you start to get a little smarter. So I decided, you know what, I think I'm gonna go in the military. And so that's what I did. So
How old were you at this time?
24.
24.
24.
Yeah.
And I had just basically beat 2 different cases where I was looking at possibly 25 to life.
Wow.
So
Cases that you actually went to court on.
actually, I didn't have to go to court on them. They were cases that they were in development
Okay.
that
Yes.
I was basically being pressured to give them information.
Got you. Got you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are interesting situations, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was really lucky to not get caught up.
Yeah. But you never gave the information.
No, hell no.
Because you know when you point one finger, you got 3 pointing right back at you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Told me to make a joke out of it, but anyways.
A little somber there, Luck.
Huh?
Chug that 3D. Come on, let's get some life in you.
This is life, baby. It's not playtime, Casey. Somebody got to throw him his bucket of Legos, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of hanging around a rough crowd. You dodge some bullets. You know, you get into the Marines.
Yeah.
You know, you get into the Marines. And how was the Marines? How long did you spend in the Marines?
It was
bro?
it was interesting. I did my 4 in the Corps and got out.
Four in the Corps and got out.
4 in the Corps and
Is that-
got out.
Is that the minimum you can give?
That's the minimum you can give in the Marines. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
4 in the Corps and got out, because it sounds like that's something that's said a lot.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And this is the first time I hear it, but
Yeah.
it's a Marine thing, baby.
It's a Marine thing.
yeah.
Hoorah.
4 in the Corps, hoorah. Yeah,
4 in
get
the
out.
Corps, get out.
Well, first of all, brother, let me thank you for your service.
Right on.
Thank you for your service.
Right on.
You know, so did you fight any wars? Were you in Afghanistan? Were you in? What did
Well,
you
no, I actually ended up getting out, but my platoon was the first Marine platoon in Afghanistan. But I was already stateside. I was already out.
do? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you kind of just went through the motions in the Marines.
Little bit.
Yeah.
Little bit. I tried out for recon. I tried out for scout sniper, but it just didn't happen. It wasn't in the cards for me. So I ended up getting out.
You got out, okay.
Yeah.
And what did Casey, what was that about? You joined the militia?
I went overseas and joined the Kurdish military.
What is that? I
So-
mean, I know what the Kurdish military is, but
Yeah.
how do you do that? This is after the Marines?
This is after the Marines, yeah.
So why and what does that consist of?
Okay, so I got out of the Marines and felt that I needed to fill that gap, as most veterans do. Okay, they overnight go from serving a greater cause, a greater purpose, to basically nothing, just to being a Joe Schmo in the world. So I felt like I have all this training, I have all the experience. So I basically pursued an educational path that would sort of put me in that environment. So I went and got combat medical training. I was always big into firearms. I'm a survival instructor now. So it's something that I have always been called to the field, basically. I've always been called to the outdoors. So in 2015, when ISIS popped up and ran roughshod all over Iraq and Syria and took back parts of the country that people that I had served with, brothers that people that I had come to be called my brother, died to secure for that country, when it was basically just handed over willingly, it didn't sit well with me. It was one of the reasons I joined the Marines. Was I joined a peacetime Marine Corps at the time. And at the time, the Marine Corps was going out and doing humanitarian aid missions all over the world, bringing food to Africa, building dams, building bridges, building schools, water desalination plants. They called it humanitarian relief operations, basically. So I figured that's something that I can get behind. And if I am going to have to fight for my country and go to war, at least I'm going to be with the best, first in, first out. So I've always felt like if I can't serve humanity and make the world a better place, what am I doing here? You know? So sitting here watching ISIS throw kids off of buildings and set people on fire and destroy World Heritage sites, I just couldn't handle it anymore. So believe it or not, I found a group on Facebook of all places, and I joined a group on Facebook that was called, at the time, I think it was called the Legion or something like that, and it was about Westerners that were supporting the efforts in Kurdistan, which is northern Iraq and parts of Syria and parts of Turkey. The Kurds are one of the largest indigenous people in the world that don't have their own homeland. Their homeland is spread out amongst Iran, Iraq, Turkey, and Syria. So I joined this group, and I basically spent a year engaging with the people on the other end of this chat that I had no idea really who they were. But I made the decision that I couldn't sit here anymore with all the training and experience and passion that I had to help people. So I went over there. We had an opportunity to work with the government and train their soldiers in frontline combat medicine. So that's what we did. We went over there, we trained 300 frontline combat medics to help them in their fight against ISIS in Iraq.
Wow. It's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It was probably one of the best experiences of my life. And mind you, I'm a Jew. I'm a Jew going to Iraq.
Yeah.
Scared to death if they don't find out that I'm Jewish, because thinking they're going to want to cut my head off. Now, ISIS had a bounty on my head. I had probably a good $500,000 U.S. bounty on my head at the time for being over there. As a Westerner, as an American, as a former Marine, and as a Jew.
Yeah.
I'm your infidel, basically.
Now a part of the Kurdish.
Yeah.
Kurdish.
Peshmerga is what they're called, which means those who face death.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long was that?
You said a year. You said a year.
No,
right?
no. It was about just under 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah, it was just under 6 months.
Under 6 months.
Yeah, just under 6 months.
That must have been one hell of an experience, man.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
man.
I would give anything to do it again.
Sound like it was real for you as an individual. What you have said about yourself so far was very self-fulfilling. You know what I mean? You had a purpose, you know, and you're serving the greater good of humanity, so to speak, right?
Hopefully.
Well, yeah. You know, I mean, depending on what side you were standing on, right?
Right.
To say that, right?
I mean, if you're not working to make the world or community a better place, what are you doing here? That's just kind of the way I feel.
Yeah.
Especially if you have a voice and you have opinion and you don't like the way things are, why not try to change them for the better?
Yeah, absolutely. But I think the approach is very important. The approach of individuals that feel so strong about certain things. I think the approach is, very important, on how you go about it.
Yeah.
This touchy time we live in, right?
Everything's politicized now, everything.
Yeah, absolutely. You mind if we get into, so you get out, you get done serving that, and so around, you said it was like around 2015, 2016,
yeah.
right? Yeah. So when did you get into the Proud Boys, and why did you get into the Proud Boys?
I joined in 2016.
Okay.
A friend of mine had started one of the chapters out here in Southern California. And I just basically couldn't get away from it.
Because it went aligned with a lot of the beliefs that you felt.
Correct.
And not that you were a keyboard warrior like a lot of these some of these activists are on these social media platforms. You were actually boots to ground.
Correct. Yeah. But for the first few years, I really had no involvement with the club. I was really just being there for my brother who had started a chapter. I just wanted to be there for him.
supporting because you believed in him and you believed what the Proud Boys stood for.
Yeah.
So I got a little timeline that I wrote up right here. I did a little research, and like we talked beforehand, you know, I don't believe everything that comes out of the media, bro. But I did some research, and this is what I have come up with. You know, so do you mind if we go down this road?
Let's do it.
Okay. So the Proud Boys was founded in 2015 by a well-known racist media personality by the name of Gavin McInnes. Mm-hmm. Is that correct?
I believe so. About the racist part, I cannot speak to that. But Gavin McInnes did found. He is the founder of the Proud Boys. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I heard some of his rhetoric, bro, and it was pretty.
Was it?
It was pretty in your face, bro.
Okay.
It was pretty blatant. You know, the name Proud Boys came from a song from a Broadway musical, Aladdin. This is what he said. Gavin McInnes. You know what I mean? Originally started as a joke, he says.
Yeah.
Quote unquote. This is information you know, right?
Yeah.
So that is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was listening to this dude Gavin McInnes talk on an interview, and he said, man, everybody's always trying to make something sound fucking hard or something, you know, and so his approach was to do the opposite, you know, find something that sounded kind of wimpy and make it such a powerful, strong movement. You know, so he explains it as it started as like some, you know, comedic, you know what I mean?
Yeah, more or less.
Type of spin on it, you know? Let's do it like this. Unite the rally. Unite the right rally. Does that ring a bell a little bit?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
That was probably before I was even really paying attention to politics, to be honest with you, though.
Yeah. Charlottesville, August 11th and 12th, 2017, alt-right, neo-Confederates, neo-fascists, white nationalists, neo-Nazis, Klansmen, various right-wing militias, groups chanted racist and epistemic slogans, carrying weapons and Nazi symbols, so on and so forth. Organizers stated goals included unifying American white nationalist movement, also opposing the removal of General Robert E. Lee's statue. This was all organized by a man by the name of Jason Kessler. Does that name ring a bell?
I don't know that name, no.
Okay.
But that's possible, yeah. I know Charlottesville is where that dude drove through the crowd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was 3 deaths. 1 person got rammed by a car. 2 state troopers died in an accident. I believe it was a helicopter that crashed or something. 49 plus non-fatal injuries. The clash was, like I said, the removal of the statue, and Charleston's church shooting in 2015, in which a white supremacist shot and killed 9 black members, including the minister. I guess this is the clash that happened in Charlestonville.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Now let's go back to who is Jason Kessler. He was a Proud Boy.
Okay.
The organizer of this event.
Okay.
He was a Proud Boy. Until Gavin McInnes kicked Kessler out.
Yeah, he was probably disavowed for spitting white power rhetoric or trying to incite violence amongst the group, most likely.
Yeah.
At least I hope so.
Well, Gavin McInnes kicked Kessler out once Jason Kessler's views hit the world stage, bro. Because now everybody's
Everyone's
watching.
hip to it now.
Everybody's
knows what's
watching.
up. Yeah.
And they're saying like, well, who is this dude representing? This dude's representing the Proud Boys.
Right.
You know, it's bad media, right?
Absolutely.
It's bad media. So this dude, I'm sorry, I'm a little over. This dude, McInnes, kicked the dude out, right? He's giving Proud Boys a bad name, you know? But somehow, some way, this dude, Jason Kessler, thought that, you know, he was doing the right thing in regards to representing the Proud Boys and the movement, you know? The far right movement, you know? And so it seems like when it's far right, bro, it consists, let's do this. LA dudes are different. LA white boys are different from white boys in these backwoods states.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Why? Because you guys were raised different.
Absolutely.
You know? And so it seems like a lot of far right individuals, white dudes, you know, a lot of them are racist, bro. Not all of them,
Yeah.
but a lot of them are racist.
Yeah.
So somehow, some way, this dude, Jason Kessler, within the fine lines, he lost, you know, the focus of what, I don't know, what the Proud Boys are really about. Did he misconstrue information that was put forward to him?
I'm going to say yeah.
You're going to say yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Shortly after Charlottesville incident, Gavin McInnes hung up the Proud Boy gloves.
Yeah.
He said, this is maybe a little too much. I don't want to go to jail. The feds are watching, the world's watching. I mean, along with this, Gavin McInnes he can't get a job now, bro. You know what I mean? I think he was part of Vice or something.
Yeah.
Was he a part
He
of
was
Vice?
the founder of Vice.
Yeah,
I
Founder of
believe.
Vice.
Vice
Yeah, yeah.
magazine. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, so
Canadian.
yeah. So unanimously, Enrique Tarrio was voted in. Unanimously, right?
Yep.
Who is Enrique Tarrio? Tarrio.
I believe he's a Cuban from Miami.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I get.
Yeah.
I mean, the boy's got brown skin.
Yeah.
You know?
It's also recently come to light that he's a federal informant,
Okay.
a snitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I was getting to next.
Oh, yeah.
As I do my research,
Yeah.
you can't call yourself an oath keeper and break the law at the same time. I mean, dude was obviously straddling the fence. I
Yeah.
mean, So what is it with him now? Is he not the,
I believe he is no longer the national spokesperson, from what I understand.
from what you understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's documented paperwork of him basically taking down 12 plus different organizations. He got busted in 2012 for fraud. And when he was asked about it, he said, they asked him about him being a federal informant, and he said, I don't recall. You know, how do you not recall
Yeah.
that?
You don't not recall.
Yeah, you don't
You don't
recall.
want to answer.
Okay, so since we have established that, I can go ahead and skip all of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of what I was going with. You know, and I want to say this too right here, bro. I mean, the true testament of a soldier, bro, is when you're standing in a courtroom or under the enemy's gun, right?
Absolutely.
That's the true testament of a soldier,
Yeah.
because that's when you will meet the true sober heart of, I mean, what you've been standing for, right? That's when you can be drunk and you sober up when that gun is pointed at your head, bro, and you're in a fucking very, vulnerable position, you know? And right now, I mean, I guarantee, depending on how heavy the hand is, 80% of cats will be saying, this isn't what I'm about. The Proud Boys is a very new organization, right?
Yeah.
And maybe some of these dudes don't know what they're getting themselves into, bro. You know, because it seems like you guys are going down a steep slope, bro, even though in your heart, you're fighting what you feel is right.
Yeah.
But maybe there's some local police departments that turn a blind eye to some of the things that you guys do. But man, there ain't no getting around them feds, baby.
No.
Feds ain't no joke.
No.
Yeah.
Probably watching.
I mean, you guys keep your shit up. You know what I mean? The Second Amendment might be stripped from you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know, committed crime, you know. I mean, I've been a part of violence all my life, in and out of prison. And after a while, you either wake up or become a statistic, you know, on what we believe in, you know. I mean, it would be a shame to see you, another one of our veterans, behind bars.
I can tell you, for me, what happened was I was almost pulled out of my car driving home from work one day. And that's when I realized, just based on how I was I'd been labeled a certain way. And found myself in a situation where I had to fend for my life and the life of my kid on the spot. on the spot. And that's when I kind of started to wake up and pay attention a little bit more as to what was going on politically and in the streets. And I started to find that I was being labeled a certain way because of the way I look. And because I have a Marine Corps sticker on my car or American flag sticker on my car, or I wear a shirt that labels me as a veteran or something to that effect. I'm all against police brutality. I'm against racism. I'm against the big guy getting over on the little guy. But what I'm not for is when people want to go out to the streets to exercise their First Amendment rights and they have to worry about getting their faces kicked in because someone doesn't agree with what they're saying. Or someone wants to basically paint a picture that if you're on one side, you must be a Nazi or a white supremacist, and if you're on the other side, then you're fighting for truth and justice and equality. And that somehow America is nothing more than just a racist country that was built to get over on people of color or anyone that's not white, so to speak.
You were treated like a Jim Crow black, as they would say.
What's that?
You were treated like a Jim Crow black.
I did.
You were treated like a color person.
Absolutely. I mean, I grew up knowing, when the fucking red and blue lights were behind me, if I broke out that car and the LAPD caught me, I was getting thumped. I was getting beat down.
Yeah.
I
When they pulled you out of that car, that was and how did that feel, right? In that moment, right? You basically you're being treated like a Jim Crow black in a way, right?
I mean,
because of like you said, the way you looked.
I guess I can't speak to Jim Crow. I only know from what I've heard, but yeah.
It seems like that's what they went through, right? From just going down the street, minding their own business, and people, expressing their, their First Amendment right, and may not be right or wrong, but
I mean, personally, me, I don't know any one of my brothers that's for anything of the sort.
No, yeah.
How do you guys feel about Enrique Tarrio, though, bro? Your guys' fearless leader, man. This dude is all over the internet, speaking Bible verses out the Proud Boys book, And now this dude is it's documented. He's a fucking informant, bro. Does everything that he just put out there like go down the drain? You just disregard him now and you carry on the movement.
Most of us operate independently of what Enrique and the so-called national chapter is doing anyway. So
is most of us the gentleman that's in this building right now and the guys from your guys' chapter?
Yeah.
Is there a power struggle within the Proud Boys right now?
I don't think so.
And let me ask you this: when you said you're marching on the street and exercising your First Amendment,
yeah.
When you're marching down the street, bro, with bulletproof vests and baseball bats, bro, what do you expect?
Well, that was ultimately the evolution of witnessing people come and pepper spray people and take baseball bats to people, and ultimately,
Switch camp.
Ultimately, I look at it more as it's, people want to talk about a coming race war. I see there's a coming class war. Okay, that's what I see. I see the elites, the politicians, the people that are always in office, basically doing whatever the hell they want and taking advantage of all of us. And the more that we're distracted and divided and fighting each other, the easier it is for them to move forward with their plans to control the people.
You ever hear about the story about the horny old man with no hands?
No.
Well, obviously masturbation is out the picture. One day he's walking down the street with a pocket full of cash. The block that he's on happens to be full of hookers. Can you imagine what went down? You got some pussy, right?
Yeah.
If you're marching down the street with bats and bulletproof vests, you're not looking for a tea party.
True. However, we like to take the position that we don't really like to go out and protest. We don't like to go out and counter-protest. If someone's having a rally or some type of event and they want us there to protect the public, then we'll show up and put ourselves in between them and the people that are going to show up to instigate and start problems.
What is Western chauvinism?
Western chauvinism basically means that we love America and we think America, the United States, is the best country in the world.
Okay.
And that we love our freedoms and our liberties and our sovereignty.
It doesn't mean like a deeper Western philosophies, as in Europe.
Not with me, no.
No, okay.
No.
Because from what I've seen in different things that I've grasped, it's right. Western chauvinism is basically parading basically European culture, and as we know, European culture is Aryan culture, is what I could put pieces together, you know.
Yeah.
In my brain.
Yeah. I mean, I guess part of European culture, but no, not for us. No, we're just good old fashioned patriots that feel that our freedoms and liberties and sovereignties are under attack.
And which ones exactly?
The Bill of Rights, free speech, right to assemble, right to speak your mind, Second Amendment. I mean, everything is politicized now.
Yeah.
You know?
Why do you think everything's politicized now?
That's a good question. Well, I mean, in part because Donald Trump was our president.
Okay.
Definitely.
And what do you think he did with it?
Well, he had many opportunities to unite, and he chose not to. I mean, I may be in favor of his policies, but every time that dude opened his mouth, he stuck his foot in it. So,
Yeah, definitely.
you know, and a lot of people have a hard time looking past what someone says, and they can't just focus on what they've done, or what they think they've done, or what they know they've done.
Especially when you have I'll play both sides, right? Especially when you have a media that could divide the people extremely well.
I mean,
right?
you guys have seen since Lucky put the Instagram promotion up, right? We had good discourse in that chat. We had over 200 comments in that chat. Gone.
Yeah, definitely.
Because people don't want the truth to get out there. Or maybe they may find out there's a little something that they didn't know, that we're not so bad. We're not as bad as everyone thinks we are.
So is that why you guys mostly use, like, do you use Telegram?
We use Telegram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And could you tell us a little bit about that app? Like, about what you guys use it for?
Just to chat with each other.
And it's like safe and encrypted type shit, right?
To be honest, Telegram is only safe and encrypted if you request a secret chat. If you're just in a regular old group chat, you're not safe and it's not encrypted.
Yeah.
You know? But like we always talk about our guys. You know, if the feds are in our chat, more power to them. They're not going to find out anything that is illegal, immoral, unlawful, or that we're trying to hide.
Yeah.
You know?
Let me ask you a question. Does the Proud Boys feel, as we progress as a world, is equality threatening the lives of the entitled?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
The entitled are afraid that the left and the right are going to see who's really causing all of this, and that we're going to focus our aggressions and our complaints and our problems towards them. That's what I think. The rich get richer while they put the boots on our necks and make us struggle and get poorer. Doesn't matter what side you're on. I don't think.
And so when we talk about equality, we're talking about, you know, equal, you know, black, white, brown, yellow, female, male, right? Equality. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody gets a fair shake. Mm-hmm. What is the far right? You know, the alt-right was marching and said, "You shall not replace us." Who is you?
I would guess the establishment. I mean, I can tell you this. I was a liberal. I used to be a Democrat, and I was a liberal. And when Donald Trump was elected, and I wouldn't openly come out and vilify him to the extent of pleasing the people that did not like him, I was labeled as right-wing. I was labeled as alt-right, right-wing. I was a liberal. I was a conservative.
Do you know what a hate group is?
I know what a hate group is.
It's an organization that will demonize or vilify a whole class of people with beliefs that do not align with theirs.
Yes.
Isn't that kind of like what the Proud Boys is doing, though, bro?
We don't demonize or vilify anybody, except for maybe Antifa.
But when you're out there with them fucking bulletproof vests, them fucking semi-automatic weapons, the baseball bats, and you're in people's faces, do the Proud Boys respect history?
We respect history. None of me or any of my brothers have ever gone out there with baseball bats or semi-automatic weapons or anything. We've gone out there with body armor. because that's when we know that we're going to be attacked. We know that if Black Bloc shows up, they're going to get in our face. They're going to pepper spray us. They're going to put up their umbrellas so only their media can see what's going on, and they're going to attack us. And
What's Black Bloc?
Black Bloc are the people that show up in all black, black ski mask, black hoodie, black pants, black everything. They're basically Antifa foot soldier instigators.
Do you respect different lineages of people?
Absolutely.
I mean, you're a Jewish man, right?
Absolutely. My uncle fought the Nazis in World War II. I love culture. I love heritage. I love seeing the way other cultures live and the way other people have grown up.
Is the main chapter the Proud Boys in Canada?
I don't think so.
Would that be like a mother chapter? I'm just asking.
I don't think so. I think technically the main chapter would have been where the national spokesperson is out of.
Yeah.
But I believe he's also been disavowed, right? Yeah. I believe he's been disavowed. Told to kick rocks.
Have you heard of Canada Day? Canada Day.
No.
It was a ceremony going on for Indigenous people in Canada. Proud Boys called it Anti-Canada Day. And they basically showed up disruptive and threatening, bro, in these dudes' faces. Is this what Proud Boys stand for?
No, absolutely not.
But these were Proud Boys doing this.
It's very possible, yeah.
It's not possible. It's documented.
I would have to know more. Honestly, I'd have to know more about who it was, what chapter, what the event was. Was it really what they said it was? Because if it was, and they're just there to cause trouble, again, we take the position like if there's a group that we don't align with their values and they have a protest or they have a memorial or they have a rally, we take the position that we don't want to go. We don't want to protest. We don't want to counter protest because that's not what we're about. I just assume march against police brutality as I would stand up for the First Amendment or Second Amendment rights.
Then why weren't you guys out there with the BLM movement?
Because they think that our presence is violence. And by us showing up, they wish to attack us.
And why would they think that?
Media spin, bad actors in the past, people showing up saying they represent us when they don't. If we find out that someone has those ideas and values, we boot them. And they're lucky if they don't get a beat down.
It seems like there might be the need of a lot of beat downs.
It's possible.
Because when you see that like nowadays, bro, you know what it is, big dog. I mean, you can't get in a fist fight. You can't get into a bar fight, bro, without somebody pulling out a fucking camera and recording this shit.
Yep. You
go to YouTube, bro, and these dudes, these Proud Boys with the black and yellow collared shirts, mm-hmm. you know what you got in your closet, right?
Mm-hmm. Fred Perry? Fred Perry?
These dudes are not giving you guys a good look, bro. And that's why the feds are on you guys. And that's why the world a lot of the world does not agree with what the fuck you guys are doing.
Yeah. And we've been trying to change that. At least the people that I'm here with and the people that I represent and the people in California, we're not about that.
This is California though too, baby. You know what I mean? It's a whole nother fucking world right here.
And if we got a boob-op with some other chapters because they don't like the way we feel, then that's what we're gonna do.
Does that
and I
occur?
guess the best man wins. And if they're fucking racist Nazis and they win, they beat us down, then I guess it's over for us.
You hang up the Proud Boys gear? I mean, you start your own thing?
I guess we start our own thing.
Okay. It seems like ever since the shout out from Trump.
Proud Boys, stand back and stand by. Proud Boys, stand back and stand by.
Ever since the shout out from Trump, you gentlemen felt like it was a validation of being Trump's personal protectors. You guys have followed him all over the country.
Yeah.
Suited and booted.
Yeah.
Running people off the roads. Right? I mean, is Trump daddy?
No.
Okay.
No. At least not to me. He's not my daddy.
73
Proud Boys, stand back and stand by.
73 million people were watching while Trump said this. He said it's not a right thing problem, this is a left thing problem.
Yeah.
Are we dividing or uniting? I mean, this dude's a great businessman, but a complete idiot for this type of power, bro. That rhetoric right there, bro.
It's bad news. He could have united. He could have united all of us under one flag. He could have united left and right, Democrat, Republican, conservative, liberal. He chose not to.
You know who I got have sitting across from me today? Trusty. This is not what we expected.
Probably not, no.
This is not what the Goon Squad, Hoodstocks, the community, some of us did not expect this.
Yeah.
Far right. We talk about the far right. There is a lot. It's like this, bro. You might stand for this, but in other states, bro, you have these white supremacist groups aligning with you guys and your beliefs, bro.
Yeah, we don't want their alignment.
But peep game though, bro. You know what I mean? You know, if the priest is running around with a bunch of armed robbers, there's no justification for the priest.
Yeah.
Guilty by association.
Yeah.
That's the way the world spins, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You know this? Now, there's a lot of white supremacist groups that are aligning themselves with Proud Boys in other states. And I'm gonna tell you this too right now, bro. I know white boys out here that have had bad experiences with you guys out here with being racist, bro. And I'm not saying it was you or any of you guys in here, you know, because I don't know. But if things keep on repeating themselves, bro, then what is it?
Well, if things keep repeating themselves, then obviously it's something. Yeah.
It's a problem,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you know,
Absolutely.
it's
and that's why we're working hard to try and change that. At least us.
We'll give a specific scenario.
What's that?
Give a specific scenario.
Of us trying to.
Would you like to give a specific?
No, I want to know.
Well, I mean, we just did a homeless food drive with the 661 Raider Nation. We raised $4,000 and basically made up street kitties for the homeless people in Bakersfield that we went and handed out. You know, last week you had Daniel on, right? Daniel, one of the girls that supports Daniel had an event up in Sacramento with Daniel, and Turlock BLM ended up showing up and ended up sitting down with our brothers up there and breaking bread. And now, since then, I've been talking with the head of Turlock BLM to talk about how we can do something together to change the perception of us to the public. Because we're all about a righteous cause. We really are. We just feel that our way of life is under attack. Everyone's way of life is under attack. The rest, I mean, we're not perfect, and we probably got some shit to work out and figure out, but that's what we're trying to do. So.
You know what I want to do? I want to introduce one of your brothers right here.
Okay.
Let's get Big Dog over here. Yeah. Let's get Big Dog. Now, when we see Proud Boys on the internet, on YouTube, so on and so forth, I've seen a lot of white-looking dudes, you know? And this guy right here. Go ahead and identify yourself, soldier.
Marine, but yeah, my name's Jose. Born and raised in Compton, myself. Grew up poor. So during high school, Huntington Park High School. All Latinos, everybody knows Huntington Park. Joined the Marines, was in the Marines for 13 and a half years.
Can you talk to the mic, my G?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Fix that mic from dog, please.
Yeah, I was in the Marines for about
There you
13
go.
and a half years.
Cool.
After went down to Huntington Park High School.
Thank you for your service, brother.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I did 4 tours Iraq, 1 Afghanistan, 2 MEUs, training around the world. Wounded a few times, so retired.
You've been wounded in war.
Yes.
IED, what do you call them?
IEDs, yeah.
IEDs.
IEDs.
Did you get hit with an IED?
I got hit with 6 IEDs.
6 IEDs.
Yeah.
Wow. And you have all your limbs?
All my limbs, but all internal. Nerve damage, all that stuff. Brain damage. So, yeah. I know what war, street war and war across the world is, so.
Yeah. And what made you get into the Proud Boys, brother?
Basically, just watching TV and innocent people getting beat up. I'm just not about that. You know, it's like, growing up, I never liked bullies. And I always beat up bullies. And that's what I see people just, let them express. I don't care if you're left or right. Express your freedom of expression and let them do it. Because that's what America's about. That's what we go out and fight for our freedom of expression to what we feel. There's no reason why you need to go out there and beat them up for no freaking reason. So.
Have you guys, so with the Proud Boys, is you guys are like going from state to state, correct? And you're rubbing shoulders with other chapters, other Proud Boys?
Yeah, it's a brotherhood.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I'm just saying though, because, we got the California Proud Boys right here. And when you go to these other states, and I hate to use this word, but because it's kind of like a derogatory term, but like backwoods, like when you think of backwoods, you're saying like, or like a redneck or some dude like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I don't, I'm not trying to disrespect this. This right here is for everybody, all races. You know what I mean? This platform is, bro. But when you rub shoulders with other Proud Boys, you've never, I know it's a brotherhood, but you sometimes you're with a dude, you're like, bro, I know this motherfucker's racist as fuck. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Those are the people that you're standoff. It's like everywhere. It's like you have homies and they bring homies around and it's like, okay, what the fuck's wrong with that guy? Like, nah, get the fuck away from me, dude. Like,
yeah.
Nah. Like, we ain't about that shit. There's a lot of us in the organization that ain't about that shit. It's like, even if they're, I'm just fucking around with it, don't fuck around like that. It's like, it's just stupid, bro. You just made yourself look like an idiot and you're making us look like idiots. Like, it's not a game. Everything gets, like you said, everything gets recorded and then fucking all of a sudden everybody sees it and they make misconstrue, or you can't even like do this and then all of a sudden they'll say, oh yeah, you're throwing out the Nazi sign or something like that. It's like, you see what I'm saying? It's like, you guys need to stop being dumb.
And so when we talk about far left and then we talk about far right, for say someone that's not very in tune with politics, what do you consider far right?
Far right?
Because that's what you are, correct?
That's what we're labeled.
That's what you're labeled, okay.
It's just a label. Like everything else, if anybody sees you down the street, of course they're gonna label, oh, look at that Fusacholo, like straight up.
Yeah, no, I get it, bro.
It's just, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, bro. If anyone knows, I know, baby.
We get it all the time. Like, just because I'm a Proud Boy, I get called a brown white supremacist. It's like, what the fuck is that? I got called a multicultural white supremacist by a white guy. And I'm like, bro, that makes no fucking sense. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, it doesn't, so check it out. It doesn't make sense to you because you know what's inside of here, right? Yeah. Inside of yourself, right? You know how you feel. But from the people outside looking in, bro, what is I know what the label is, but when they look at me, bro, and they see a cholo, they see, hey, bro, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You know, now who I am now, you know what I mean? And what I have on my skin, which you might think I am, is not who I am, exactly. but I get it, and I have to accept it, bro. Yeah. I have to accept it. So you as a Proud Boy, as a fucking veteran, bro, a fucking gangsta ass soldier, bro, that's been wounded in war, you know what I mean? You know the street side, you know the war side, bro. I mean, you have a choice to disassociate yourself from this, bro. If it's being looked at as that you can just take the t-shirt off and bro, you know what, we're gonna start our own shit.
Of course, but the thing is like, why are you running away from a problem that can get fixed? All these people won't even sit there and have a dialogue like we are right now. That's the thing. That's the problem with these people. Is like they're gonna sit there and they're gonna listen to whatever the hell the news tells them or whatever they read on the internet. It's a shit that's all misconstrued, and people are just trying to fucking get us to fight against each other. Because in reality, there's been several rallies where I've talked to a couple Antifa guys or even BLM guys, and it's like, hey, do you see we have the same fucking views? Why are you trying to fight me? Why are we trying to fight here? Oh, because so-and-so fucking told you. The news told me that you were racist. So, well, I'm not, bro. It's like, that's not the issue. It's like, now we're having a good dialogue, and everything's squashed. Like, okay, cool. Shake hands, move on. It's just people just don't know how to talk nowadays. They don't know how to have a proper conversation.
Communication is key, baby.
Exactly.
Communication is key.
Exactly.
So once again, the audience, some of this audience wasn't expecting this, you know? But then again, maybe you guys are in front of the camera saying all the right things.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not.
Oh, we just can't.
Because the feds got you guys
catch
spooked.
a break.
I ain't scared of no Fed. They can come after me all day. I don't care.
You got nothing to hide.
I'm just a normal, law-abiding citizen like everybody else. So I just hate bullies.
I hate bullies too, though. I don't like bullies, bro. And, you know, I've always been, like you said, the black sheep. And, you know, I can relate. I can relate with you, what you said on some things, bro. But yeah. Anything else you'd like to say, bro? Representing the Proud Boys?
I mean, don't believe anything the news tells you. I mean, if you have questions, I mean, come talk to us. We're an open book, brothers. Like, body your fucking boys.
Throw that up again, bro. So everyone's saying that's a white power sign, bro.
West is the best.
Okay.
And okay.
And okay. West is the best.
Everything is racist. You know, because the media says.
Well, when you throw that up there, it looks like a P and a W, possibly, right?
It could, yeah.
Right? A P and a W, bro. You know what I mean? And then when you go on YouTube and you type in Proud Boys, there's a bunch of fucking white boys, bro, fucking acting fools. The drinking club, acting fools. You know what I mean? And being very confrontational with different organizations. And by the looks of it, they're not looking to talk about anything because they have bulletproof vests, they have baseball bats, and they have fucking automatic fucking weapons, bro. That's kind of like, you know, hey, bro, like that doesn't look like someone I can talk to, dog.
That's everywhere too. I mean, you look at Tennessee right now. You got that. What's that?
NFAC?
The NFAC. They're roaming around with the AR-15s all over the place.
What is that NFAC, dog?
The not fucking around crew.
What the fuck?
That's what they're called. Yeah. It's a black militia, but I mean, they're all walking around with their AR-15s, AK-47s, all kinds of stuff. And the real reason why we wear bulletproof vests is not even all bulletproof. It's stab-proof because we've had people get stabbed.
Oh, it's bulletproof.
You know, it's like some of them are. Yeah, but
This is gang banging on another level, dog.
It is political. It's political
This is
gang
political
banging.
gang banging, dog.
Political gang
Basically.
banging.
I mean, some people just want to take it to the next level, and it's like, okay, bro, like whatever. I mean, we're ready. You know, it's like I'm not gonna let communism, socialism take over my country. I'm not gonna let bullies beat up on innocent people. Like last year, October, I was here in East LA, and we had a couple guys, there was a couple guys that beat up that lady that was selling raspados. Got off my truck and beat the shit out of them. It's like, no, you don't do that shit, bro.
Absolutely.
Hell no. You don't, hardworking people, hardworking people, like, bro, like, you don't do that shit to hardworking people. That's disgusting.
Absolutely. I agree.
I mean, that's what we stand for. Is like, we don't like that kind of stuff. It's like, so hard Americans that are out there working, especially La Raspado lady and, the Ritos, all that shit, dude, like, fuck. Come on, man. Like, you respect those people. They're hardworking citizens of this country. So why do that to them? Why take away their livelihoods? Why? Because that's not only going to affect them, it's going to affect their families. And it's just disgusting. And we're not about that shit. So, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm here, to stop all that shit. And then, I mean, if they want to say that's racist, I mean, I don't know what else to tell them. I mean, go ahead, believe it.
Well, this is one individual side of the story, Yeah. But ultimately, the greater picture, bro, looks like it's a hate group, bro. It's a supremacy group. It's a group of individuals that if you do not align with our far right beliefs, then you are against us. If you're not with us, you're against us. And if you're against us, bro, you know what I mean, we're gonna fucking fuck up your fucking BLM fucking marches. We're gonna go to Canada Day, shit on your Indigenous Day. You know what I mean? Like
that's the same shit as BLM. I mean, BLM is a hate group. If you don't align with their sides, they're gonna beat the shit out of you. They're gonna burn your town down. Antifa, they're all about Antifa.
No, they burn towns down for the George Floyd and shit like that, bro. Police brutality, bro.
What about in Chicago? In Chicago, there's a bunch of people that get killed every day.
That's
Why aren't they out
gangbanging.
there? But no, like even innocent kids are out there getting. But where's BLM? And in those cities, BLM's actually been saying the same shit. Hey, where's the organization at when we need the help in our communities? And they're not there for that. That's the thing.
So how about this?
I haven't seen them there.
So
No,
how about this, bro? When it comes to far right, you guys are pro cops.
not.
How do you guys feel about the police departments with the George Floyd and fucking countless cases, and they're barely coming to light because of the society that we live in with all the cameras and
But
shit,
it's
bro?
been happening. It's been happening since since cops came to light.
Half the cops that are cops shouldn't be cops in the first place.
Agree.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's happening to Hispanics. It's happening to whites. It's happening to everybody. I mean, it's just now just because the media's homing on one side of the story or one race right now. That's the only thing. Like, how many Hispanics here in East LA have been, treated like shit by cops or fucking killed by a cop and and nothing's come of it.
Yeah.
It's also true, though.
I don't believe we
See
need.
what I'm saying?
Huh?
It's also true, though. It's like,
You gotta.
we show up for BLM sometimes, blah, blah, but for when Latinos get killed and shit, like, it's not the same energy.
Yes, it is.
No, for one.
It's not the same energy.
It's not.
When a black man gets killed, but the difference is our African brothers are very vocal about it, and when it comes to raza, when it comes to Mexicanos, so on and so forth, bro, it's a little tight-lipped community, bro. They're not too, you know what I mean? They're not going out there and doing the marches. I mean, we have in recent times we have come together and we've done some things for the kids in cages and different things. But I know I got shitted on because I got shitted on from our own people because I was out there in the BLM movement and they're like, hey, what the fuck you out there with them? They don't stand for us, this and that, bop. And I'm like, hey, my G, like I'm out here for the police brutality and this shit trickles down to us. I'm there for the cause. I'm not there for, yeah.
Exactly. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, there's a difference between the cause and some elements of the movement or the organization. Because I've met bad actors within the organization, and then I met good people within the movement. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. No, absolutely, bro. In all organizations, bro, not everybody's a fucking modeled fucking member, right?
Yeah.
Not everybody's a model member, but when it comes to the Proud Boys, bro, I mean, how did I just end up with the good batch right here, bro? How did we end up with the good batch, dog? You know what I mean?
It's only a handful of us. I mean, like I said, like we're a big organization. We're worldwide, and out of that worldwide, I mean, it's just like maybe like that 1% that you'll hear that because of the media, the 1%.
Well, that's why I was asking you for a specific situation.
And they
where
eventually they get exposed and they get run out.
Just like any other organization. I mean, BLM's wiping house right now.
We take out our trash.
Are they?
Kyle Chapman.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
You talk about Kyle Chapman?
He doesn't know what he's a base stick man. He's not one of those.
Yeah, no.
Do you want him?
Yeah, let's get you on,
No,
bro.
not on him. That's his personal. I don't want to talk about anybody else.
Okay, yeah.
Specific like that. He made his mistakes. He's out of the club. He did his
Who are we talking
He got
about?
arrested for protecting patriots and he got arrested for what was the charge?
He was called
Basically,
Based Stick Man. He went as Based Stick Man.
They sprayed him with bear spray, and so we hit him with like some kind of stick, allegedly, and the cops arrested him for it. So that's why he became Based Stick Man.
Yeah.
Like, he's not in the group no more.
Let's get. We got Casey right here, the co-host, baby.
Yeah, so I mean, one of his quotes were, and I'll read this verbatim: "We will not confront the Zionist criminals who wish to destroy our civilization. We recognize that the West was built by the white race, and alone we owe nothing to any other race."
And who is this? Is this a member of the Proud Boys?
He was. He tried to start the tactical defense arm of the Proud Boys.
He was a part of the Proud Boys in 2016 when it first came, but as more members joined, then the Nazis and white supremacists, as you would call them, were kicked out, beat up, or disavowed, and flushed out.
Got you. I really want to get you on the mic, bro. What's up?
Yeah, I just don't want to speak about anybody personally, like on.
You're already doing it, though.
We already got you.
You're already doing it, baby. Get on that mic, though. So if I seen you on the streets, bro, with the Proud Boys fucking shirt on and thing, I'd probably think like this dude's kind of like maybe a skinhead or something, you know? I don't know.
Half Hispanic, half white.
You're half Hispanic and half white?
Hispanic, half white.
And tell us a little bit about yourself, brother. Your name, yeah, you know, so people know who you are, though.
My name's Gabriel, American Political Beefs on Instagram. You know, that's where most of my stuff's at. Pretty much, I came around in 2016. I heard that there was a Trump rally in, I think it was Costa Mesa, right? I saw it on a live feed I don't remember if it was, what news channel it was, but I saw there was a lot of fights. There was a long line to get in. and people were getting beat up. And when I went down there, I wasn't into politics. I wasn't into the election. I could care less about who was the president at the time. Wasn't any of my. I didn't care. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't care. And I get down there, and as soon as I parked, I crossed the street, went down a couple blocks, and I saw a crowd, and I ran up, and there was a little white kid. He was probably 15, 16 years old, getting beat up, and I realized he was getting beat up because of the hat he had, right? By a bunch of Hispanics at the time, And they were out there with their Mexican flags and stuff, and the dude I was with happened to have an American flag with a Mexican flag. You know how they stitch them together?
Yeah.
We had both, So they weren't attacking us because of who we were yet until I defended him, and then we ended up getting jumped over it. And at that point, I've always grown up as the underdog, protecting people that were weaker. Like I said earlier when we talked, if there was a football team and there was the weaker team, I want to go for that team because I want that clash. I want to protect them. I want to be able to be that guy that's, I want to be the protector. That's the difference between sheep and lion. You know what I mean? But we got pretty beat up. I'm not gonna lie. We got jumped. We got stomped out over it.
It happens.
But at that point, I knew what side I was on. You know what I mean? And so ever since, I was doing my thing by myself, and I came to, throughout the years, met a couple of the Proud Boys, cool guys. It's a drinking club. I like to get fucked up every now and then. And that's how I met some
You guys
guys.
ain't a drinking club no more.
It is a drinking club.
We're a drinking club with a political problem.
With a political problem. Okay, there it is there. Yep. And so it seems like when it comes to, when we talk about, the king of the jungle, so to speak, I mean, it seems like standing up for the bully, standing up against the bully. I mean, when it comes to the Proud Boys, it seems like it's possibly standing up for the there we go. It seems like it's a war on masculinity.
Well, at that point, I mean, it's not that we go out as the Proud Boys when we go to these rallies or these protests. We don't go out there as a club. It just happens to be that guys in the club might have the same belief and have maybe a day off of work or whatever it is. And we all have the same mentality. I'm not going to sit there and stand back. Well, 100 is 100 against 20, and those 20 dudes are holding American flags like they're not doing nothing wrong. Why is this group over here beating them up? No, it's just not going to go down like that. It never does when we're there. It never does. And I'm reading the comments right here. A lot of these people talking hella shit, but they don't do that. They don't do that in person. They don't do that when we're out there. We go to East LA, anywhere, downtown LA mainly. They don't do that. They don't talk like that. We feed the homeless in East LA all the time, downtown LA all the time. I got that shit right across my back.
Yeah. And so you said when you were feeding the homeless in downtown LA, you told me before the podcast that you felt a weird vibe.
Oh yeah, you get a weird vibe, like
you got the Proud Boys across your back, baby.
Yeah, no, I know, but it's
like, do we really want this food? Is it poisoned? Are they trying to wipe us out?
Well, we do it, but we also the guy that we work with, I don't want to say his name or nothing, but he gets donated food by a church, and he happens to be Asian. Him and his son, they're with us. So here you are. You got a couple of Hispanics, a mixed dude, and an Asian handing out food with the Proud Boys logo. There's nothing but good intentions, and whatever spin the media puts on it, that's. We have no control over that.
Well, the media, you don't have no control of that. Just like you ain't got control of other chapters and other brothers from your organization, bro. That has been fucking recorded numerous times, bro, of acting fools, bro. You know what I mean? Walking in on people, indigenous people, and so on and so forth, bro. Just being disruptive and being confrontational, bro.
Well, at that point, I would have to have a specific, situation, like I said earlier.
You see what's on YouTube, bro. You see it.
But just name at least one, because it's at that point, it's they're not going in there just because they're indigenous or just because of a political belief. Like it's not like that. Like I said, I'd rather see the video.
I don't think you can speak for them. I think you can speak for yourself.
Well, that's why I would like to see a video.
Yeah, we can look at a video, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna put it on right now, bro, because we're in the middle of this. But we can look at.
Maybe that's because, like, especially with my beliefs, I don't. We would never do that. That's not us. But if they came and disrupted our stuff, and then that video that gets edited to where here we are beating them up out of self-defense, and then all of a sudden we're the criminals, we're the agitators, we're the instigators.
I get that too, bro. And I'm not here, like I said, I'm not here to crucify you guys. I'm not here to do any of that, bro. We're just here to just talk about what's out there and try to, get some reasoning behind it,
Yeah, I mean, it sucks that the media puts him out as white supremacist, but I mean, you played that quote from Donald Trump, and I always tell everybody he was kind of forced to say that because Biden made him. He said, "Oh, the Proud Boys. What about the Proud Boys?"
But he said,
"Stand back and stand by."
Proud Boys stand back and stand by.
Yeah, because Biden, if you go back
Because
and
he
listen to the whole
knows you
thing-
guys are everywhere he goes, so he goes, oh shit, I love these guys.
Well, because we protect the people that go and support him that are getting beat up just because they're supporting the president of the United States at the time, you know? That'd be like us have gone to Obama rallies and beating up people and doing what Antifa does to them. We wouldn't have, we wouldn't have made it out.
You think? Do you think?
We would never make it out of an Obama rally, ever. But you guys, not you, but anybody left or Democratic, whatever, they would be able to go to a Trump rally if they behaved, not causing trouble and like trying to punch people. They would leave without, being interrupted, being disrupted the whole time. Like they would walk out scot-free.
So so let's get an understanding. I know we visited this a little bit already, but what's the big gripe between the far left and the far right?
Well,
What is the beef? Because that is the beef, right?
Maybe the beef is that the media doesn't talk about the far left at all. So all they hear is far right, far right, far right.
And Antifa's all over the place. On their videos are all over the place too, bro.
Well, according to the president, as of now, Antifa's just an idea, right? That's what he said.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, Antifa's just an idea. So, they could do whatever the hell they want. I don't know if we can cuss on here.
Yeah, you can, bro.
They do whatever the fuck they want.
I
They get
got
away
you
with
guys
this
on
shit.
here, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course you can cuss.
No, they do whatever the fuck they want. They never really get in trouble until they do some like extreme shit, like with the what are those called, the Molotov cocktails and shit like that. Like they don't even get in trouble for bear spray. They get in trouble for like what is that shit that they throw? What are those that they throw? Oh, the ice bottles. They throw like ice bottles and stuff like that. They get in trouble for that. Or bringing hammers. They get in trouble for that. But when they jump people, they never get in trouble. They get arrested or they get detained, relocated, and they don't go to jail for that. And if they do, they're bailed out like that. A snap of a finger.
Yeah, what did you guys feel about the storming of the Congress building? Hey, there's guys a lot of chatter in the background, bro. What do you guys feel about the storming of the Congress building?
Are you talking about January 6th?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that was a setup, man.
Was it a setup by Donald Trump?
No.
Because he fueled that fire, baby, and
What I
thought.
will say is, I was watching on video at a live feed. I was listening to the way he was speaking. I think he knew something was going to happen. I think he did say that in a couple minutes we're going to march up to the Capitol. It was kind of like, what's the chances that shit happened right after he said march up to the Capitol? It's just too much going on. What I can say is that the media tried to play it like the Proud Boys planned that, like the Proud Boys did this. They didn't do shit. Proud Boys did nothing wrong. Rufio did nothing wrong. Milkshake did nothing wrong. They didn't do anything wrong, but yet they're political prisoners because they're one of us. You got people that are raping babies and women out here in L.A. and they get out, what are they getting now? They're getting out hella fast. These people went into a building. They didn't hurt nobody.
You don't think breaking and entering is a crime?
It's a public building. It's a public building, and I believe it was open at the time, just because cops were in the way. And
It was open as soon as the windows were broken. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, breaking and entering is a crime, but that doesn't justify being locked up for 4 months, 5 months, however long it's been.
Well, it's a federal crime, bro. You can't. When it comes with the feds, dog.
But there's videos.
There's no slap in the hand with the feds, bro.
Everything in DC is a federal charge.
Yeah, it's a federal charge, bro. So that was kind of like. I feel like Trump kind of misled a lot of people, bro. Like people thought that Trump was on his way over there too, which he wasn't, bro. But I feel like a lot of individuals.
There's a lot of speculation. We can never say for sure.
Yeah. A lot of speculation.
I'm not agreeing with what they did. Whoever it was that did whatever they allegedly did. But I am going to say that I think, as you guys brought up earlier, how BLM was destroying cities and it was for a good cause, whatever. The election being stolen, like that's not a good cause.
Was it stolen? Because Enrique Tarrio says that it wasn't stolen.
Who is he?
Well, he used to be the fucking president of.
Who is he? What does that matter? What does that matter? What he said about the election?
Well, he was. Who is he? Well, he was the leader of the Proud Boys.
Yeah, but he doesn't control what happened or what we think.
Yeah, politically, he's nobody.
Okay, but obviously he's been a big mouthpiece for the Proud Boys.
Yeah,
he could be.
He's been a big spokesperson.
Yeah.
To speak on that, that's kind of.
I get that, bro. I get that. I get what one man says does not reflect on everyone else's heart or what they believe in. I get that right there. So I understand your stance, bro. Who is he? Well, if you asking me, bro, and you ask anyone else, they're gonna say, well, bro, this is your fearless leader, bro. That's who he is.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
so,
but like
and he's been a big spokesperson for the Proud Boys and saying, hey, this is what we're about. This is what we do. so on and so forth. You know what I mean?
Until a series of events happen.
Yeah,
but I'm not going to speak on it.
Yeah, that his paperwork was put out of being a fucking informant for the FBI, bro.
Not gonna speak on that, but yeah, a little bit.
You don't have to speak on it, bro. It's on black and white, and it's I believe it's public documentation. You know, but and I get it, bro. You know what I mean? You know, I'm not here to have you on here to get hung by your own people, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna trash talk anybody.
Yeah, I get that, bro. And that's and check it out, bro. I don't know the dude personally, bro. You know what I mean? This is anything that I'm telling you, bro. I'm nobody's lawyer here, bro. I'm speaking on what the research that I've done and the research that I've come up upon is what it's saying.
Let me ask you, what do you think about January 6th? You think it was set up?
I think so. Check it out, dog. This is coming from a street dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When it comes to me and politics, bro, I think it's a mess, bro. I think it's a huge mess, dog. That's good right there, dog. I think it's a huge mess, dog. You know what I mean? But I think the individuals that marched down there, bro, obviously they were ready. Obviously there was stuff in the background that was planned out because dudes had walkie-talkies, bro. You know what I mean? They were suited and booted. They weren't going to no kid's birthday party, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, there was, you know what I mean? I'm not here to incriminate anyone or say, hey, these guys, blah, 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 they need to go to jail. Nah, dog, that's not me, bro. But it seemed like, you know, it was thought about, and I feel like Trump misled a lot of cats and then basically, you know, left them out to dry, bro. Let them, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, me personally, my beliefs, I don't think that Biden's the president. I don't think Trump was the president. I think that they're just the face for the public. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's all coming from one thing. I mean, you can have
puppet strings, don't you?
But yeah, exactly.
Puppet strings. So,
bro,
so if they got puppet strings, bro, then what the fuck do we got? Being triggered by every little fucking thing, bro.
Well, me personally, I don't follow anybody. I do what I want. I don't believe anything that other normal people believe. I actually do my own research. You know what I mean? So like for instance, I'm not saying you, but the Proud Boys are racist. You know, you believe that because you're told that. You don't believe that because you ever had a conversation with us. I mean,
we're having a conversation now,
yeah.
and I'm gonna go ahead and.
Well, that's why I said not you. I'm just talking about.
Yeah, in general, but it's not what people are told; it's what people are seeing.
And we actually have someone in here who's actually experienced racism by a California Proud Boy. Do you want to come speak?
He spoke on it already on the sideline, but Preston.
I mean, he hasn't heard the story, right?
No, yeah.
And there's numerous cats, bro, that have experienced racism with Proud Boys in California, bro. You know what I mean?
Actually, I would like to ask. So, like, here, let me take this off so I can hear. I can't hear with this. So, when you say experience racism, is that like they called you a name and like do a rocket?
No, he was talking about like the statue situation, similar to what we were talking about last time. And he started saying nigger a lot, started saying nigger this, nigger that.
Yeah, but was it with the A or the R at the end of it?
Yes, ER. When I addressed it with him, he snuck out the back. Probably tattoo and everything.
Well, you should talk about who it was after.
I don't know who it was.
Yeah, and I get it, bro. Talk about who it is so he can get reprimanded or something, maybe. I don't know.
That's not cool.
Yeah, no, it's not cool, bro. It's not cool, but this is just, this is kind of like.
That doesn't speak for the club. That sounds like it was just a personal issue, you know. But regardless, they shouldn't be acting like that.
So, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they shouldn't be acting like that, bro. It's not nice.
So are Proud Boys victims? Because it seems like you guys are always the victim.
I wouldn't say that they're the victim. I mean,
well, you always say the media this, media that,
well,
because
yeah,
they came here. You know what I mean? Because they did this, they did that, right? That sounds like a little bit like.
Well, that's like saying that, like how he was saying. Oh, well, that's why I wanted. You know, obviously you can't pull it up right now, but I wanted to see specific situations, like you say, bar fights or whatever. Somebody comes up to me and they start trash talking me, like, "Want to get out? We can get out."
Of
you know,
course.
we're gonna get in a fight. I'm gonna win. And then all of a sudden, I'm the bad guy. I'm the one that gets arrested. I'm the one that goes to jail. I'm the fucking instigator. I'm the one on the media that beats somebody up, and that's a part of the Proud Boys. You know, that's not being a victim. That's just, it is what it is. I mean, you can't have some. I mean, that's what happens like at the rallies, like you were talking about. Like we come with armor. I got armor on right now. You know, like I wear it all the time. People fucking hate me. People hate me. I mean, it is what it is. Like we signed up for it. And we know what it is. You know what I mean? But when we go to these rallies, we don't come ready to fucking kill anybody. We don't even want to fight. It's that shit comes to us.
But you're prepared for war.
Yeah, we're always stay ready.
You ain't got to get ready. I get that, bro. You know what I mean? I'm from the streets, baby. You know what I mean? And I get that mentality,
and don't
dog.
get me wrong. I went to D.C. out in December, and I spent more time helping out the other side from getting beat up too bad for trying to start fights that they shouldn't be starting rather than throwing punches. You know, it just depends on who you come across. That has nothing to do with the club. That's each individual person.
Absolutely. And this is why we have these conversations, and this is why these conversations are needed, bro. You know, to just put a face to the voice, ask some questions that are maybe uncomfortable to you, but hey.
Hey, but like I said in the beginning, I mean, to other people, obviously, it's not a drinking club because you're not there when we drink and get fucked up, and it's not reported on the media, and it's not put out public. We do drink and get fucked up. We have a good time. We have a man night. It's men only.
But check it out, big dog. Gabriel, right?
Yeah.
Gabriel. Check it out, dog. If you're part of an organization that has these embedded situations, roots that lean on the racist side, bro, I mean, maybe you want to dissociate yourself from this organization. Maybe this is not the organization that's not in line with my personal beliefs, and maybe I need to.
So for example, I'm not trying to be derogatory or anything, but that's like back in high school, you hear some girl's a slut, right? So don't fuck with her, but you do go and fuck with her, and she was a virgin. It's kind of the same thing. That's kind of the same thing, man. It's not the same thing. It's kind of the same thing. Like, you can't go off of what other people say. Like, somebody could say he's a piece of shit. He's not a piece of shit. I know he's not a piece of shit. You can say whatever the fuck you want. Is what it is. I go off of my own experiences.
Yeah, I get it, bro. I get it. So me as a gang member, and me now, changing my life, right?
Yeah.
Doing better. I'm 44 years old, bro. I'm not a young buck no more.
Yeah.
I've been down, a rough road, some trials, tribulations, and shit. And in order for me to function out here with staying out of jail, law-abiding citizen, I have to dissociate myself from certain individuals.
Of course.
So I'll just leave it at that, bro. You want to get on, big dog?
Oh wait, I wanted to bring up something that you were talking about because I don't know if I'm gonna get back on. So
yeah,
I mean, back to what you said about the how we show up with like armored out and stuff like that. Like, I don't think anybody really understands exactly what's going on with how bad we've been separated from the right and the left. And I mean, for instance, what was that? There was at the We Spa. Some people, the Patriots showed up. Antifa showed up because they decided, they want to protect pedophiles, whatever. That's you. Like, you don't deserve to even be alive. You protect.
Wait. Who's protecting pedophiles?
Antifa and some BLM members, I guess you could say, some known BLM members. Yeah.
Shit that I don't agree with at all.
No, at all. And it's crazy.
They need to be put on a sinking island, bro. I think we talked about that last time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But when the two groups come across, the cops intervene so fast, man. 100, 200 years ago, like, you would have had your war. Your country would have turned tables. If you won, you lost, whichever way, right or left. Like, that's the way it would have went. You can't have that war anymore. There needs to be some kind of something. Otherwise, the government's just going to control both of us, and that just sucks. But being on our end, we get shitted on obviously by the media. So when it shows these people showed up to protect some patriots, it shows up. Oh, they got armor on. They came for that fight. They came for that war. But what they don't show is when Antifa's throwing shit, fucking throwing rockets, mortars, and stuff at us. We gotta wear helmets. Like you talked about police brutality earlier. I've been arrested 6 times trying to protect people. I've gone to jail protecting people I don't even know. But they don't deserve to get beat up just because they got an American flag in their hands. You know what I mean? So I mean, it goes both ways. That's why I don't agree with like the whole, like you said, why don't you guys go to the BLM rallies or whatever? When they initially started doing those walkthroughs, I went with him. You don't gotta show him. I went with him, and if we were to have not had masks on, they would have beat us just because of who we were. You can't stand with them, otherwise you get beat up. We do have the same ideologies in a lot of aspects. Like we talked earlier, all these, like 2016 when Trump came into office, the media said, oh, he's a racist, he's a bad man. So you get all these Hispanic gangbangers that are like, no, fuck him, he's racist, he fucking hates Mexicans. But they're just going off of what they heard. They're not going off of, maybe actually listening to the full length of whatever was said. But I changed a lot of people's minds. I know a lot of people that have been in and out of prison that, they were on that side. They hated us. They hated Trump. They hated anybody that supported Trump. But when you get to talking with them, like I said earlier, I mean, you're from prison, so, or you're gangbanger, so you like your borders, you like your guns, you like your freedom. If somebody comes in your territory, like, that's not from what you want or what you like, or from a different clique or a different crew, like, you're either gonna fight or you're gonna kill each other. Like, how is it, why are you on the Democratic side? We're pro freedom, we're pro guns, on our borders. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't understand that shit. I mean, it's either stupidity or brainwash. So I mean, they could pick which one.
I think it's a natural law. Natural law of the earth, the polarities, north, south, east, west, hot, cold. You need to exist for the other to exist. It'll always be that.
Yes, maybe you guys are just the balance of the
yin and the yang.
The pendulum or whatever you call that
yeah,
shit.
the yin and the yang.
Yeah, the fucking triple beam scale.
Yeah.
You know?
Just think if both sides united against the system.
Well, that's like that episode, that movie. What's that movie? They just posted a Bug's Life or some shit. When all the ants stood up to the
Hopper.
Yeah.
The grasshopper.
Yeah. Who won that one? The people. The ants.
Ultimately, you guys want all the people to win against.
Well, of course.
The government.
Against the system, that's holding us down.
The government was put in place to aid and abet citizens. They weren't put in place to control. And all that they've done is control. That's all that they've done. You know, I mean, we can all agree on that.
Yeah, what kind of, let's use an example. What kind of control is the government using over us? Is maybe the vaccine?
Passports now in LA County are coming?
So, for instance, it wasn't, obviously the media says it's not politicized, but masks were politicized because you had the right that didn't believe in masks working and you had the left that does. So they mask up, right? So now you got the vaccine. We already said ahead of time, nobody's getting a vaccine back in, what was that, last year before, COVID had barely just hit. We're like, no, they're going to force vaccines on people. Fuck that shit. Here we are, forcing vaccines on people. Who's the ones getting them? Democrats. I mean,
the vaccines do work, my guy. Let me tell you, man. I'm a COVID survivor twice.
So exactly. I'm a COVID survivor too, and I got antibodies. So.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but for the next person, it cannot be the same as you and me, right? And that's part of it. Well,
I mean, that's a circle of life.
That's true. Then that's a circle of life.
But I do believe that the government put that on the people. I don't think that it was just whatever the fuck they want to say. It came from a bat or some shit. Like, I don't believe any of that.
No, the Obama administration got caught weaponizing coronavirus at Fort Detrick, Maryland, when he was in office, and they were told to take that shit elsewhere.
There's all kinds of theories.
And that elsewhere was Wuhan, China.
The same people that were in Wuhan were in Fort Detrick, Maryland, when they moved the virology when they found it out. Yep.
I mean, it's all there. It's just.
It's really what you believe, I guess.
It's one of the fucking smallest pawns in the game, baby.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, everybody can unite and stand up against the government, but all these people are so willing to be little beta faggots that want to go and get their fucking arms shot up. So what? So you don't get sick again?
No, bro. It's not. It's deep. It's deeper than that. I mean, it's not offended me.
No, but hold on. But you said you survived it twice.
I wouldn't. Yeah, luckily.
So why would you get a vaccine for something you survived?
But I can't say that for another man, though.
But why would you get the vaccine if you survived it twice?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I have. But the thing is.
Yeah, but why?
I wouldn't now because I had to risk my life to get those antibodies, right? It could have went twice. It could have went south, right? To get the antibodies that people get. But that science allowed us to put in us, right?
No.
With this. Okay, it's not science. Okay.
It's not science.
Okay, it's not science at all.
That's man-made shit. That's not.
Okay, that's not science. Then man-made shit that they allowed man-made shit that actually has antibodies to help the next man, so they don't have to take the gamble of getting the virus and dying or surviving. That's it.
Yeah, that's why they're gonna try and create
just
this
like
Delta variant, and then you're gonna have to go and get another one.
Luckily, you and I survived though, but that's what I'm saying. Like my dad almost didn't survive, right? Our family all got it. My dad basically like a hair, bro, a hair. A hair. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The people who they want to die, whoever's gonna die for it.
I'm not saying coronavirus is fake.
No, I'm not saying it's fake either.
It's 100% real. I do believe that the government put it on the people for population control. It is what it is.
And then feeding us the vaccine.
But I don't believe. But my belief is, if you want to get that vaccine, go ahead.
Yeah, of course.
But don't force people to get that shit just to go shop.
I agree. I agree on that too.
Yeah,
you shouldn't force someone
definitely agree with that as well.
And you know what, bro? I mean, I got vaccinated, bro, and I know I'm a fucking guinea pig, bro. I know that, dog. You know what I mean? But
there's a lot of people that won't admit that, though.
I believe, bro, what I see. You know, I don't believe what everything is told to me, bro, because, there's always smoke screens. But I'm seeing young people, bro.
Yeah.
In the hospital in bad shape. ICU, wards, bro, just in bad shape, saying, fuck, I should have got the vaccine. I know people that work in the hospitals and they're saying, well, people that are vaccinated are still getting the coronavirus.
Exactly.
But they're not getting it as bad as the individuals that didn't get the shot, bro. And bro, I'm not behind none of this, bro, but this is what these people are saying, bro. They're not getting paid to say that. They're telling you what they see, bro, what they're dealing with on a day-to-day basis in these fucking ICU and these hospital wards, bro.
But with that being said, if the vaccine supposedly does help you out from dying, right? what does that matter if I'm vaccinated or not? That should be a
No, I get that. I get that, bro. I get that. It shouldn't be forced on anybody, bro. But
people should be responsible about being sick, right?
Well, yeah, stay home if you're sick.
That's like, and that's basically where it fucks it up. Is people have to go to work, right? You have to go to work. You have to do things, right? Because we're the fucking pawns, like we said. We're the lowest fucking.
I don't think that if you're sick, putting on a mask and still going to work you're still gonna get everybody sick. I think if you're sick, you should stay.
But if it's
home.
that or get kicked out of a house, then it's like you have to go.
Well, that's a rare situation.
Like if you can't pay your rent, but you're sick and you have to, you know what I mean? Like that's like basically kind of the line,
pretty
right?
Pretty much, it's either you're saying pay your rent or go to work and infect possibly 100, 200.
Because that's how I got it. Someone was irresponsible at a bar, and that's what I'm saying. Last time I had it was 14 months ago. So know that if you had it within 14 months, you'll get it again. Because I just got it, and I was basically did everything. Wore masks where I had to wear masks, took them off where I had to take them off. And I still got it. You know what I mean? But this time it was like, am I going to die or am I going to survive?
I do believe people that have gotten the vaccine that's where the Delta variant came from. It just happened to be right as it was publicized. All of a sudden, everybody else started getting sick.
Yeah, but that vaccine can't even fucking stop the Delta.
I mean, I got the flu vaccine back in that was 2014. I almost fucking.
And those
died
shits
from
are
it.
always a guess.
I almost died from it, and when I don't take it, I don't get sick. I don't get the flu.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
get colds. I don't get any of that.
It's tough, dude. It's like tough. It's like fucking.
But here's my thing though. If anything from the government that's free, question it.
Because you are the fucking product.
No,
right?
exactly.
If it's free, no, well, yeah. We're not talking, we're talking general on that. Is if it's free, right, you're the product.
I don't know if I...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
So it's like if you have to pay, right? If you had to pay for it, you obviously, you know what I mean? But just like social media, you're the product because they sell you shit. Yeah, you know that's what I'm saying? It's free because you're essentially the product. Your body's the product.
I mean, you see memes all the time, so like people don't take it so serious when you actually bring it up in a conversation, but like insulin and stuff like that, like why isn't that free? Why aren't inhalers free?
Exactly.
If I
like
have asthma or something, why can't?
So, if this disease is killing millions, but what about all the other diseases now? Why can't all that shit be free now?
Exactly. But that's just another thing that leads me to believe that the government obviously has an agenda.
Has an agenda, and what we
so like I was recently out in West Hollywood, and there's a couple places I don't want to say their name because I don't want to give them any publicity.
Yeah.
These stupid ass places that require a vaccine card to get in.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
A negative COVID test, whatever.
That's true.
But the COVID test, whatever. That's totally. But to force people to not be able to eat in your place because the city told you, huh?
Yeah.
So pretty much what West Hollywood did is, or Hollywood is, I think it was on the 1st it starts, right? They basically said that anybody that wants to eat in any restaurant has to have a CDC card or some digital proof that you got the vaccine.
Yeah.
And this place of business decided to start it up a little bit early. I don't know whether they wanted to just get, who knows their agenda? Who knows?
Yeah.
But every male that was going in there, that was already had the vaccine, and there was, I don't know how to explain it without being derogative. They were straight faggot soy boys. Like I thought that they were gay. Yeah, well, they walk around. I don't know how to explain. Like they're fucking not. They're not alpha males. They're not like you look at him.
They're all punkers.
They're the ones that like the dudes that try to act like a female and try so hard to speak like a female, but they're not. They're males. And it's
with the whiny little voice, everything is whining.
But not everybody's made like you, my G.
No, not
or like
like
us.
Yeah. Hold on. My question is, why is it that the government is aiming to use them as pawns? Why is it almost 100% of them? It's 99% of these soy boy fags have gotten the vaccine. Why is that? I feel like they're trying to take the alpha male.
Well, that's also those guys may be more left leaning, and they believe that.
Why is it that 100% of them are left leaning though? They're all left leaning.
I mean, Bruce Jenner isn't.
Well, I mean, no, hold on.
Gotcha.
No, got you. Let me speak. I don't think Bruce Jenner is a right wing at all. I think Bruce Jenner is left wing, and obviously we're going for governor for the money and the power.
Bruce Jenner's a transformer, any way you put it.
That's a whole nother animal right there.
Right.
So that's an alien.
And you know what? And so you guys, when it comes to trans, you guys are very opposed of that.
No, you do what you want. Just don't push
your choice is yours.
Don't push it on the kids.
I'm not anti-gay. I'm not anti-fag. I'm not anti-trans. You do what you want. Don't push it on our kids. Don't push it on me. And don't try and call me a transphobic person because I don't want to have anything to do with you. You go live your life. You do what you want. There's no hate. There's no animosity. Do what you want. Just don't force me to have to deal with your ideologies and have to fucking walk on ice when I'm around you. Like I like using the word faggot. It doesn't mean that you're fucking gay. I'm just like, I call him a faggot. He's straight as shit.
I call my kids retarded, bro. So
Right.
you know
And
what I
they're
mean?
probably not retarded.
They're not, bro. I mean, and I use the word, I use the, and they're like, don't use the R word. I'm like, shut the fuck up, dog. I mean, but I'm 44 years old, bro. So, you know what I mean? When we were a kid, we, you know what I mean? We fuck, me and my cousins, dog, everyone fucking retard. He's stupid as fuck.
Right.
Oh, you're acting like a fag, you know what I mean? But I get it, bro. I mean, the times, so you guys are against the times that we're in, bro.
Yeah.
You guys are against the times. You guys, you know, masculinity, you know what I mean? You know the big dog shit.
They would call me and you toxic masculinity.
Yeah, toxic masculinity. We just want to be men among men.
Yeah.
Honestly, bro,
That's what our drinking nights are for men to be men. We do and talk how we want. Nobody's gonna tell us otherwise. Which is probably why most of the fights you see happen at the bars that we go to, because we're fucking being. There's no PC. There's no internet to block what we're saying. Like we speak our mind.
And you should be able to do that, dog. And I was a little disappointed with Instagram, bro, for taking down my posts. They took down
the soy boys.
They took down 2 of my posts, bro. You know what I mean? And
Forgot about that word.
And there should.
I forgot about
It's
that
too
word.
soft. I don't like using it no more.
There should be, you know, the freedom of speech. You know, and I get it. Some platforms you guys are labeled the way you guys are labeled. You know what it is. You know what I mean? So they think that anything that is represented by you guys is some form of hate speech.
Yes. Even our presence. They say our presence denotes violence.
Yeah, I mean they say whatever they want, but here's the thing: they're always like, "Oh, if you don't like Instagram, get on a different profile." You can't go on any other profile. Well, it's not all connected and all the same. So at that point, what are you telling me? You're telling me to create my own social media platform that defeats the whole purpose of being with other people that are trying to be social. Because then we're just talking amongst ourselves, you know?
Preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Gabriel, you're very articulate and you're very passionate about what you stand for and what you say, bro. And I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that's one thing about Hoodstocks' bread and butter, bro, is to, you know, you don't gotta like, but respect another man's view, right?
Well, I mean, personally, I don't judge a book by its cover, and I mean, I could care less. Like I said earlier, if somebody would say somebody's a piece of shit or something, like until they've done me wrong, I'm not, you know.
Yeah.
I like to hear other people's opinions and like where they come from.
You know, along with this era that we live in, as the world progresses into this world that we live in now, it's very sensitive. You know, we got the Me Too movement, which you guys are opposed of, correct?
Which one's that?
The Me Too movement has got a lot to do with females, you know, being targeted in workplaces, you know, so on and so. You know,
I don't believe in any.
Yeah, we don't. We're not down with that.
I don't believe.
We're not down with sexual harassment or discrimination or any of the
It's not that I'm
above.
saying it doesn't happen. Is that I don't think it's as, you know, it's like media trying to say white supremacy. Like, let's be real. Like, you guys, what is that? The Raza or something? I think it's all Hispanics, right? That's what that is.
Raza.
Yeah, say it correctly.
it's okay. He said it the way he knows how to say it, bro.
Well, no, so I'm like, you guys have your people as Hispanics. Other people have blacks. You know, you got the Chinese. You know, you got the whites. Like this. It is what it is. Like, everybody stands up for their own race, but that's not how we are. We don't do, like, we're multicultural, like, to the fucking, other than having, like, I mean, even, there's just no trannies allowed. Like, it's all gay. Like, gays are allowed.
You have to be a man. We've got gay brothers, Asian brothers, black brothers.
So you're saying Casey can never be a Proud Boy then?
I'm not gay.
Damn.
Penis check.
That's messed up.
Penis check. What did Crocodile Dundee say?
In the comments, they were calling someone a pride boy.
Oh, we're used to that. It's okay. Or piss boys, whatever they want to say. Like, that don't hurt our feelings. That don't hurt our feelings. Because in the end of the day, like, if those people, you know, we'd probably stand up for that too. Like, when we're out there defending our rights, like, we're not just standing up for ours, we're standing up for you too.
Yeah.
You should be able to go out.
Yeah.
Like, so for instance, what was that, the 17th? Bro, I was getting beat up by the cops out there. I got a bulletproof helmet and everything. Like, they were hitting me, they were beating me up just as much as they were doing to Antifa. Why? Because I'm on a public sidewalk. What the fuck you touching me for? So I try to go around and jack me up too. Like, you can't walk on a public street just because the fucking cops say so. That's where Antifa, anyone on the left, everyone on the, like, I don't want to speak for anybody other than me, I guess. I'm messed up on that. But I think we can align on that belief right there, that the way the police are need to change. I think, and if it's that bad where you need to keep stepping in the middle of us, let us fight. Let us get at it. Let us fucking fix that shit. Let us squash our beef. And then that just...
But is fighting squashing the beef? Or is it just really fueling the fire?
I mean, give us a couple rounds.
Yeah.
Give us a couple rounds.
I get it. I mean,
I've been... a couple rounds and let it play up.
I've been in fights, bro, where we got down and One time I lost the fight. I've lost numerous fights, bro. And we give a handshake and a hug.
That's old school.
But if I lost the fight, there's still a little animosity right there, baby.
Maybe you want to run it back.
Yeah, there's still a little animosity. Like, yeah, we're cool, bam. You got the best of me, dog. Blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. But in the back of my mind, it's like, man, fuck this motherfucker.
Well, I didn't used to have that mentality. I used to be like the one-on-one handshake, get up, like go on. Usually you'd be friends afterwards. But like, for instance, like they got jumped the other day. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to put them on blast the situation or what it was. They got jumped the other day. It was what, fucking 50 of them and 5-6 of you guys. That's pussy shit. All y'all that showed up that day, y'all were pussies. That was pussy shit.
Gabriel, check it out. So one time I had, let me just put it like this. One time I had some beef with some individuals, bro. We met up. We were all strapped up. We put our guns on the table, bro.
Yeah.
And we said, all right, let's talk about this. So say if we had the Proud Boys, we have the BLM, we have Antifa. You guys sit at a table. You all put your guns on the table, unarmed. Is there a way of figuring this out? Is there a middle ground, bro? Is there a possibility, bro, to
I think we've tried that.
To meet halfways.
We've tried that, and there's people that are in charge of BLM or Antifa that aren't the same as the agitators that show up that do just want to fight. They just want to fucking punch a Nazi or whatever it is.
Yeah, you can't control everybody.
You can't control them, and that, you know, that's where that messes up. We've tried making peace.
And the fourth branch of the government, aka the media, does a great job at separating the people of America.
Like, so for instance, if you were to get whatever main leaders there were right in this room right now, I guarantee you they would go out, handshake, and everybody would have beers, and like everybody would be cool at each other on Instagram. They'd be tight. Well, you can't control everybody else.
And it'd make a great picture.
That too, but
yeah.
But you can't control everybody else. So I mean, you got little hoodlums that show up out there that just want to hit somebody.
Yeah, no, I get it, bro. It's just like it's like gangs on the streets, bro. It's the same situation, bro. 1 minute there's a little peace treaty and then it's an all-out war, or there's a peace treaty, but so now dudes are gangbanging in the cut, yelling out a different neighborhood, bro. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be a continued cycle that will never resolve, bro.
Yeah, with the way that it is right now, it'll be a continued cycle. So like going back on what I said, I think from 2016 until 2018, you saw nothing but Trump supporters getting beat up, and 95% of them probably weren't even racist. They were just getting jumped and getting beat up. They didn't know how to fight. They were little fucking pussies. Like, it is what it is. They were fucking little pussies. They didn't know how to fight. And then
so you're saying they were hey boys?
Maybe. I don't know
what the fuck is a hey boy?
I don't know what that is. Hold on. But my point is, then you have people like us that showed up that were defending them, and then, obviously the clash
and you
back.
get caught on video.
Yeah, and you get caught on video beating people up or self-defensing the shit out of people. And, that's what gives us a bad rap. We're not going to stand by while people get beat up. We're not going to stand by while somebody gets jumped. Regardless of what side you're on, I'm not going to let my boys jump anybody. They don't anyways, but I'm not going to let them. You know what I mean?
So Gabriel, welcome to the gang world. Okay? And
I'm not a gangbanger.
And no, okay. I'm not.
I take no affiliation in any organization.
Said very correctly. Check it out though, bro. It's an endless cycle, bro. And so us in the gang world, bro, some of us are recycled through the prison system. Yeah. Some of us don't make it out that world.
And that's another thing. That's the war on fathers right there that we're trying to stop. You know what I mean? Whether you're black, brown, Mexican,
100.
Chinese, whatever the fuck you are. Like, that's something. The prison system's all fucked up. That's the worst right there. They take fathers from kids, and then these kids grow up without fathers, and they become either pieces of shits or total fags. That's something that could be, fixed. But you lock people up for, what was that? Like in the 90s, they were locking people up for weed for how many years?
For everything, bro.
Yeah,
for everything.
That was
go to the county.
And that was Governor Pete Wilson, who was a very far-right Republican individual, bro, that was implementing those fucking laws, 3 strike laws, dog. These are the people, bro, that you stand on the side of, bro, that have these fucking beliefs, bro.
Well, I mean, you can't say I stand on the side of them. I just stand.
No, but if we're gonna categorize,
I don't trust any politician, anybody in office. I don't trust them. Like, there's people that would worship whoever the president was. People worship Obama. They worship Trump. They worship Biden. That's not me.
Then why would you label yourself far right then? Because that's a political.
I never said I was far right.
Okay,
that's the label we're given. That's the label we're given.
That's the label that's given.
Yeah.
I'm in the center. I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
I was pushed to the right. I was told if you don't vilify Trump, then you're a fucking white supremacist piece of shit, fucking right wing, neo-Nazi.
Yeah.
Let's open up the phone lines.
I will say though that I do defend any of our boys, and this organization is the best fraternity in the world.
Besides,
you gotta get a little taste of that.
Besides the racist fucks that are involved in some of this organization.
Racist fucks get beat up.
They'll get theirs. We'll catch up with them sooner or later.
We're going to open up the phone lines for you guys.
Let's do this.
You stay right there, my boy.
Let's
Gabriel,
do it.
we need you right there, bro. 213-842. We're going to open up the phone lines for you guys. This is going to be.
Shit. Shout out to Nino America.
Shout out to A-Rod and Legsit.
I see him on there. Hey, you talk to Nino?
Who?
You ever talk to Nino America?
No, I haven't.
You two should click together on Instagram.
he on the comments?
There's a lot of people following us.
He's been in the comments, yeah.
jumping in here.
Yeah. He's
Nino, A-Rod,
American,
Legsit.
Hispanic.
What's up, brother? You are on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hispanic American.
Yeah, what's good, man? I got a question to ask, man. Like I see that Mexican guy, for the Proud Boys, but a lot, even the guy that was just talking half Mexican, half white. But the thing is, they're thinking out of the perspective of a white man, and then a lot of the problems they're talking about, they're not talking about the Mexican issue. You know what I mean? They're not for la raza. They're for the white man. They're coming from a white perspective. The Proud Boys are no good. Now, the group of affiliation, that's it. Nobody likes them. Nobody respects them. They're not good. And they even said themselves, yeah, they got a lot of people in the organization that they're no good. And what are they doing about it? They're not doing anything about it. They're talking about it, but nothing is being done.
He's saying
We literally just said that we smash out Nazis.
Yeah, we take out our trash, bro. We
take our own trash
We
out.
clean house.
Where's the proof?
We don't. What do you mean?
Where's the proof?
You want us to post videos of us beating up fucking people so we can get arrested? That's.
Yeah,
I think if you guys do that, or let us know that you guys try and do something about it. But if you guys don't do anything about it and prove it,
See, with that mentality of trying to prove yourself to people you don't need to prove yourself to, that's that's not needed. That's not needed. We take our own trash out. What the media posts is what the media posts.
Look, man, the Proud Boys, y'all trying to act like some gang members, and you guys say that, yeah, you guys got Latinos in there, Mexicans in there, but you know what? All those Latinos, all those Mexicans, they're not even proud to be Mexican.
I mean, you're speaking for a bunch of people you haven't even had a conversation with yet, so I mean, that sounds kind of unintelligent.
Yeah, every Latino that I know is a conservative.
What I see, the Mexican brother was on there. I guarantee that he did not grow up with Mexican.
Hey, you like guns? And you like guns, right? You like guns? Yes or no?
Who doesn't like? Yeah, I like guns.
Okay, well, liberals and Democrats don't want us to have our guns, so I mean, I think you're a Republican.
Man, I'm Mexican and today, bro. Left wing, right wing, all come from the same bird, man. Us raza, that's not even our problem to be even trying to get a mix what you guys are trying to do. We have our own problems, man.
All right, brother. Well, I appreciate your phone call, bro. Thank you, bro. Have a good day.
We have our own.
Come on, Lucky.
You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Man, what's happening, man? First of all, much love to you, Lucky. Much love to my homeboy Trusty right there. Much love to everybody else in the studio and the chat, except for all the racist fucks in there. Okay, listen, bottom line is we're being steered in the wrong direction by the motherfucking news media, mainstream media. We're all being fucking turned against each other right now.
Yep.
Bottom line. And people are biting into it, like people in the chat right now. Listen, I'm born and raised in the San Fernando Valley, 818 SFV, San Fernando. Born and raised about nothing but Mexicans. I love my Mexican brothers and sisters. My wife is Mexican. Bottom line is we're all being turned against each other. And anybody that's done some research and watched BLM and Antifa and the protests, the live streams, you would see what actually was happening and why people like the PDs are going out there to protect civilians.
Are you a
If
Proud
you
Boy?
haven't done your research and you're looking at it from one side, then you're being ignorant. If you're not going to do your homework and look at both sides, then you shouldn't even speak on the matter. And I'm not speaking to you, Lucky.
Joey, can I shout you out, Joey?
What's up, Trusty?
Can I shout you out, homie?
Of course you
All
can,
right,
brother.
this is my homie Joey. He grew up in the Valley. He's also a YouTuber. He's free from Fetter's Grove. He's done time. He's done time with the same people you probably done time with.
Yeah.
Listen, Lucky, I did 13 years in the California Department of Corrections, started off level 3 in Ironwood. We spent 6 months, caught my first internal case there in Ironwood, went to the Pelican Bay SHU. I was a validated Nazi lowrider, spent 3.5 years in the SHU. I did 13 years straight in the California Department of Corrections. We all probably know a lot of the same people.
Hey, bro.
But the bottom line is the left is trying to take our guns. They're trying to mandate shots. They're trying to make us vaccinate. Listen, I took the vaccine. My heart is steadily enlarging. I have to take an EKG every week to monitor my heart. It's a side effect from the vac. I'm not saying that you shouldn't take the vac or you should. I'm saying that it's all being spun politically. Any way you look at it. And we all need to stop biting into it and start respecting each other as fucking human beings.
Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely.
I agree.
But much love and respect to everybody. I'm going to give some other people a call in, man. But, hey, Lucky, much love to you, brother, for having my homeboy on there right now.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of people wouldn't do that.
Hey, bro.
And you did, brother. And I appreciate that.
Hey, I appreciate your phone call, bro. Thank you, bro.
Thank you for calling in,
All right, brother,
Joey.
y'all have a good night.
You too.
Much love, bro.
You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
What's up, Lucky?
What up, G?
How's it going?
It's going good, bro.
So I wanted to give my opinion on this. I grew up in Baldwin Park, East LA. I'm from a barrio, and I'm actually from a barrio that everyone hated at the time. So I know how it feels to kind of go against everybody and how it feels to be hated. Grew up, matured, and I see what the government has done and what they're trying to do, and a lot of the callers are correct. They're trying to divide and separate. Now, I get it. Some of these white boys say some shit, and it fucks us up, and we get back, and we say some stuff to them. But at the end of the day, I think we're emotional because a lot of the stuff that the media puts out there. And then we start making emotional remarks. And then when we start talking to some individuals, you're like, damn, bro, you're not even that bad. And much love for you to have this guy on here. I have a greater respect for him at the moment, as long as he's real and he's not lying about anything. I don't think they stand for racism and none of that. I just think they're proud Americans, and I don't see nothing wrong with that. And I just think your platform is doing well for having these people on here. It kind of gave me a little bit of a different perspective. I'm not trying to be closed-minded. I'm not trying to be emotional. I'm just kind of looking at it from a center point, like, okay, these guys are not bad, you know. Maybe they're going to get the invite to the carne asada. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that, but it is what it is.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Right on.
But I just think that some, not all, of our people say a lot of ignorant things, and it's not true. They're just reacting emotionally based on what Telemundo said, what Fox said, what CNN is saying, and all that shit's stupid. And when you start breaking it down, I love guns. I love my freedom. And some of these people on the left are trying to take our shit, and I started seeing that lately. It's like, just leave us alone, man. If I don't fuck with you, and I don't like trans people, or I don't like the word faggot, that's my pedo. Why you gotta? That's the way I grew up. I'm not gonna change the way I talk because it offends your fucking ass. Fuck you and your feelings. Now, don't get me wrong.
100%.
I'm not gonna disrespect them. I'm not gonna beat them up. None of that. Do you? Do your life. Live how you want. I'm just. If I want to say the word faggot or joto or fuck you, pinche maricón, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say because that's the way it is. What I don't like is control and manipulation and trying to change who we are. And that's what freedom's about. I want to say what I want to say, and you can say what you want to say, and we're good.
Let's go, baby.
So, all right,
let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, dog. I'm going to say real quick before we go to the next caller. I did time with NLRs, bro, in the 90s, bro. Fucking white boys are crazy, man. Chino State Prison, Central. Them dudes are crazy. Let's go to this next caller right here. Hold on, let's see. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us. Oh, shit. Go ahead.
I've never been disrespected. I've never been in a situation where I thought that my boys are racist towards me. I am glad to call my brother. Charlie was fucking boy.
Proud of your fucking boy.
Proud of your boy.
All right. Thank you for calling, brother. I had the volume down on that one. That's why I got late on that. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us. Hello? Yes.
Hey, it's Nino America. What's up?
Wait, hold on.
What's up, Nino?
What up, Nino?
Hold on.
Am I live?
No, hold on, bro. Hold on.
You will be. Hold on.
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. All right, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us, baby.
Hey, what up? It's Nino America. What's up?
What up, Nino?
Hey, man. Hey, I love you, man. God bless you both for putting this brother on. Shout out to Proud Boys, Adam, all my people down there. I appreciate it, man, because we get censored. I'm a Trump supporter. I'm in West Texas. I'm a Christian conservative, and we rocking with Trump. We rocking with the Proud Boys. They're not racist like they say, and I'm just here to say, who's the real racist, everybody? Listen up real quick. When I was in the street, I wasn't afraid of a white man killing me. I wasn't afraid of a black man killing me. I wasn't afraid of an officer killing me. I was afraid of someone that looked like me that was going to kill me. I was trying to kill someone that looked like me, my own people. At times, our own people are the biggest racists, crabs in a bucket. If you want to call out racism, let's call out racism on our side. How about this? You want to denounce hate groups? Let's denounce street gangs. The biggest detriment to society in America are street gangs. They kill each other. They kill minorities killing minorities. We need to call out the hate groups, and that's street gangs in L.A., from L.A. to New York. Street gangs are wicked. I'm a Christian. I stand against street gangs. I stand against everything wicked in this nation. I'm a Trump supporter. I'm a Christian. And the Proud Boys, they ain't racist. And that's my stance. And I salute you, Lucky, for putting this brother on and letting us come and talk. And at least we get to talk with you on the comments, because we're censored, bro. All the MAGAs, all the Trumpers, Proud Boys, you can't even have their posts up. We get censored. We get harassed on social media. We got 10 accounts. We're standing up for free speech, and we're standing up for the greatest country in the world, America, bro.
Appreciate your call, brother. Appreciate your call,
what up,
brother.
Adam? God bless you, bro. Hey, thank you, Lucky, for putting the brother on, man, for real. God bless all the patriots. God bless all the patriots. America first and foremost. Jesus Christ is Lord. God bless.
Amen.
You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, what's up? Am I there?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Cool. Sorry about that. Hey, I just wanted to chime in real quick to what I've been hearing on the show, just for educational purposes. It's called the No Truth Gossiping fallacy. You ever heard of that?
Say that again.
It's called the No Truth Gossiping fallacy.
The no truth what?
You've been talking to like a Christian person, and you'll mention something the church does, and they say, oh, well, they're not Christians. It's kind of like that. It's like constantly dismissing allegations, excuse me, because you want to exclude people a part of your group that makes sense?
You lost me right there, bro.
Sorry about that.
Hello. Okay, I got lost on that one. Hold on real quick. Let me see. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
What's going on, bro? I just heard Nino right now.
What up, A-Rod?
What's up, fam? So I'm going to echo something that Nino was talking about. Look, a little backstory on myself. I'm from Bakersfield, California. My uncle, he led the march. He actually was one of the first three to start it with Cesar Chavez, right? He led the march by foot, 400-something miles, and he taught me from a young age how politics work. You know what I mean? My family, certain part of my family grew up on the street, but my mom wanted better for myself or whatever, so she didn't take me that route. That being said, when I got into politics, right? We even went to the White House and met Trump. Do I think he's a racist? No, he's not a racist. What I got from this, and I no longer support Trump in that way, not because of, I think he's racist. I just don't support him because I don't like the vaccine. So because, you know, I'm not a follower like that. I'm not going to just rock with him. But here's what I've learned along the way. Proud Boys are not racist. I know that the leader of the Proud Boys here in Bakersfield, some of the guys here are all Latino. And to some what Nino said is true. We sit here as raza. I mean, let's just think about it. Let's just be real. We sit as raza and we say, let's fix the leaky faucet when we got a fire in the kitchen. We want to go across and change other people that are not our skin color before we check people of our own. We get so mad when they worry about us, but we're sitting here saying they're racist. Bro, I mean, think about it. We'll never run across a Proud Boy unless you go to some of us can't even go down the street. People getting killed for mistaken identity. And I think that's the problem. And I've learned in politics, bro, and like I said, we were working with the Trump campaign. And I realized that they're using both sides, and they're using minorities to fuel their agenda. They're painting Trump as a racist because you have to have somebody to go after. That fuels what's inside of us. If we got a target, that's the person you got to go after. They were talking about, I heard one of the homies talking about the vaccine. That's disinformation, bro. 1 week they say, check it out, do your part, get the vaccine. Now they're saying the people that are vaccinated are spreading it even more. So what is it? And this is what I'm telling people. Now we're starting to wake up and see, hold on real quick. We're all part of the same thing. If you go to Mexico right now, Mexicans are killing Mexicans. You go to Africa, Africans are killing Africans. The same thing, Europeans. You come here, do the same evil act, they call it racism. It's the same evil act. It's murder. It's just with somebody that doesn't look like their skin color. That is true slavery of the mind. They have to have you enslaved within your own mind. Think about this, bro. Why can white people be a Democrat, Republican, conservative, and they'll never call them a traitor to the race? Blacks and browns have to be Democrat. If not, they'll call you a traitor, bro. That's true slavery of the mind, bro. That's where they want you.
I agree with that.
You can vote Democrat or Republican or whatever you want. That's why I was glad when Kanye came out, because it wasn't about Kanye agreeing with Trump. It was about the thought. Years and years, I remember my tío telling me, mijo, you know why we stood up in 66? You know why we stood up in the fields back then and marched 400 miles to Sacramento? So I can go to the bathroom just like that white man, you know? Just like that other dude. And we're sitting here doing the opposite. Now we can go to the bathroom. Now we're getting paid the same as him. But it's always somebody to blame. Instead of looking at it like we're doing it to ourselves right now. How are you going to call Trump a white racist when you actually vote in another white racist? Then you can't even talk about it. You got to just stop it right there and just be like, hey, look at, well, he's not as racist.
Well, Trump wasn't racist when he was hanging out with Al Sharpton or Oprah Winfrey, now was he?
Yeah, and that's...
And now
and
all of
I
a sudden
think
those two same people are calling him racist, even though they were taking pictures and drinking together.
Right.
You know what I mean?
that certain people don't have... because here's the thing, bro. As Raza, we're suspects. Think about this. If you go to Mexico right now, you got people that don't even know how to read, but every time they go to church, they will believe everything the priest says to them that comes out of that word of God, not even knowing what it actually says. That's how much we trust Raza, bro. That's how much we turn on Telemundo, Univision, and say, they gotta be telling us the truth, homie, because they look just like us. They can't be telling us false. But look around, bro. The people that are hurting you the most are our own people. That's when people say, stick with Raza. I'm like, stick with what Raza? My tío, he murdered his best friend, slit his forehead, wrist, and ankles with a box cutter knife. Stick with that Raza? I knew an illegal alien that raped a little girl that was deaf in Delano. Raped her, bro. For 6 months, raped her. She couldn't hear. She was deaf.
There's bad humans in all races, bro. There's piece of shits in all races.
That's what I'm saying. So it's hard to say, let's stick with Raza. That's what's hard. You can't say that, bro, because Raza's everybody's different. Now, I love my heritage. But we got to stick with like-minded people, bro.
I agree.
And that's where we need to make that barrier where, hey, look here, you made like the brother right there on the table for you and the homie over there standing up. I know these guys, bro. I know, I'm telling you, I've been in it for a long time. I know these guys. They're good guys. So when they come out and say all Proud Boys are racist, yeah, you might have one here and there. Bro, let's be honest.
More than one.
The most racist things, yeah, bro, let's just be honest. The most racist things we ever heard were from Latinos and blacks. How many of our dads said, hey, you ever bring home a mayate, you're done, right?
Yeah.
That's racist, right?
Well, I believe we are all racist to a certain extent, right? I mean, when I was out on the BLM marches, I got shitted on by the Raza, by a percentage of them. They're saying, "What the fuck you doing?" You know what I mean?
Right.
And I get it, bro.
Right.
And I've had black homies on here, bro, where I was embarrassed for the chat line because they were putting out racist comments on the black homie that I had on the podcast. It made me feel uncomfortable, bro. Like, fuck, dog. We doing that?
I thought we were past that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why I'm happy in what you're doing right now, bro, because what you're doing is you're actually exposing the other side of America. See, the problem is, bro, racism, I'm a believer in Christ. Racism, to me, is sin. Sin is not going nowhere till Christ comes back. Like you said earlier, it ain't going nowhere. The best thing to do is stick with like-minded people. And remember, to me, God is God. That's why I never been pro-raza or pro-black, because when you start praising yourself as a king, you start taking away from the one up above. He's the only king. So less of me, more of him. And that humbles you, bro. It makes you listen. It makes you open your mind. Because you can be killed. You're not God. And I think when people realize that, they start saying, you know what? I'm human. They're human. Where can we connect? They have flaws. I got flaws. Because when you start doing the whole black power and I'm a king, I'm a pharaoh, I'm an Aztec, this and that, you start having this pride, and that's where we start going wrong. So always love your heritage.
Yes.
But remember,
all heritage.
Always be humble. Yeah, all heritage, bro. I have it, bro. I love seeing the pictures. I love seeing the pictures of my Theo marching right there, heading to Sacramento, 66 black and white pictures. I'm like, that's my family, bro. They made a way. But at the same time, I don't let it be for granted, because by not being able to educate people and letting Raza know, don't let nobody have you enslaved to your own mind and tell you that you have to hate somebody just for the color of their skin off the bat without getting to know them. That's just my 2 cents, bro.
Martin Luther King said that. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you calling, and I'm gonna applaud you for like-minded people. Surround yourself with them. Absolutely. Thank you, bro. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, what's up, Lucky? Fucking long-time listener, first-time caller. Hey, I just wanted to say a couple things. I know you got a lot of people calling you, bro. But liberal, conservative, bro, you can't be 100% either one, bro, because somewhere along the line, bro, you're going to disagree with somebody. I mean, look at all these Democrats saying, you know, my body, my choice, but now look at them want us to mandate the vaccine. And as far as gangs, guns, bro, we need that shit. We need that shit. So we could, you know, overthrow the government if we have to. That's how we built this country, against the British being tyrannical against us. And Trump, I don't know if he's racist or not, but I know one thing, he really did divide this country. But that's all I got to say. Fuck you, Lucky. Much love, much respect. Later.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Let me ask you guys a question. Does Black Lives Matter?
I think all lives matter.
Yeah.
All lives matter.
All lives matter.
Let's hold up on the phone calls real quick.
I personally disagreed with all the bullshit, like, but it's not, we're focusing on black right now. Like,
But we should, though, because there's years of segregation, there's years of, bro, the slavery, bro. That's not right now. But it still reflects to right now. We haven't gotten past it, bro.
I think we have. I think what the media portrays obviously is wrong. Is very wrong. I mean, I've been beaten by the cops too. I'm not fucking black. I've had guns pointed at me by cops. I'm not black. Yo, stop resisting and beat the fuck out of me. I'm not resisting.
But you can't put yourself in an equation of hundreds of years of prejudice. What? Say it again. Suppression. Oppression.
Yeah, but by the media making him a victim, like.
Because
create the victim.
Because you almost have an entitled perspective, bro, and saying, "What about me?" No, it's not about you right now, bro. Because you've been good as a white man. It's about history, bro, repeating itself.
I mean,
yeah, no, I get that, bro. But that's a different.
I'm not saying there is nothing. I mean, you got to think blacks make up 13% of the crime. I mean, the 13% of the population would make up what? Was it like 85% of the crime in LA? Show me a statistic. Pull it up.
Pull a statistic up.
Pull it up. They make up 13% of the population, but yet they commit like 80% of the crime.
How many of those crimes go unsolved?
What? I can't hear what?
How many of those crimes go unsolved?
I think that's besides the point, bro.
That's a point that's made by.
I'm just saying. I'm just going off the statistics that you know. You can pull it up.
Let's go to the next caller. Pull up statistics. Let's talk statistics. Even though when it comes to you're on Hoodstocks, talk to us.
Lucky, how you doing tonight, Holmes?
Doing good, brother.
Good. It's good to hear your voice again. Hey, I was wondering if I could get some help from you because I'm really confused on what the heck this group stands for. They're talking about rights and this and that, but they're all over the place. And I'm not even going to begin to touch that the guy's an informant.
Yeah.
So if you could guide me a little bit. And as far as rights, I mean, I'm not a big activist, but like I told you before, I worked in a pita for a little over 20 years.
You're a CO.
And I was.
You were a
retired,
correctional
homie.
officer. Okay.
You know, so I got to show you love, number one, show everybody love in there. But at the same time, if you're not going to be respectful to everybody's rights, then don't tell me how you're going to protect the rights of people and walk the streets with bats and all that. I can't do it.
Who are you not being respectful of?
That's a valid
I still don't know who's been walking around with bats, though. I have yet to see this.
No, but what I'm saying is this, bro. If I'm going to walk on the streets, that's a serious thing because I'm representing a big thing here. And I'm not going to speak for you. I don't want to be disrespectful. But if somebody's T-shirt somewhere else has the same thing that I have on my T-shirt, we got to walk the same way. There's a problem. And we got to fix it and talk about it.
That's what we're doing right now.
I believe me, I respect anybody that stands up for anything. But you can't say, oh, yeah, the rights of everybody, and then be like, believe me, nobody, and I can say this, nobody has more rights than transgenders or gays.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's wrong.
That's true.
I'm not saying it's wrong or right.
No, that's wrong.
I'm just saying that's true. Believe me, they're handing out condoms in prison, and you better not say nothing about it. So what I'm saying is this too, and if you're going to say that Trump's not racist, I don't know if he's racist or not, but that vato said that my people were all rapists.
No, he didn't.
And you know what?
No, he didn't. He said that the coyotes bringing people over the border were most likely fucking kidnappers drug dealers and shit like that.
Didn't that little? I'm not speaking on all of them.
We're making the cartels millions of dollars right now. Millions of dollars.
That girl was what, 12 or 13 years old, and she had what, 36 different sperms, different semens inside of her body.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying I'm not my status on my ideologies on immigration.
Gentlemen.
I think if you come here from Mexico or anywhere, like you come here with good intentions, why the fuck not? You know, let them.
No, but what I'm saying is I'm going to speak on something that Lucky said earlier. Everybody, every race has those people. Believe me, we've all seen it.
Of course.
But do you support the cartels? Do you support the cartels and human trafficking?
I don't support.
Because that's what's going on.
I don't.
That's what our administration is doing, is helping the cartels.
Let me say it like this. I'm not going to speak on those type of individuals. I will say this. I don't speak or appreciate anything negative on my raza, my gente, my heritage, my blood. Although I do respect this country.
All right.
I don't disagree.
I got to say something. So when, because there's Mexican cartels, it means that every Mexican is part of the cartel, or every Mexican supports the cartel.
Who said that?
No.
You guys. That's what you guys are saying. That's exactly what you guys are saying. Just because there's cartels does not mean.
We could run the tape back.
Just because there's cartels does not mean every Mexican supports the cartel. Does not mean every Mexican is a rapist. Every Mexican is a criminal.
I never said that. I never said that. I said the current administration is supporting that and making them money.
They're supporting the cartels.
None of my homies are down with the cartel.
None of my homies are either.
One of my good friends is a fucking former TJ narco cop who's been targeted by the cartel.
Guys, I want to say this too. With all respect to what you're saying and respect to this great country, this country could not run without my people.
Of course.
Of course not.
Period.
Of course not.
If it did, it would cost Jeff, Jake, Matt, an arm and a leg, and they're not going to do it.
What would Southern California be without Chicano culture?
No, what would this great country of ours be without all Mexican and Mexican Americans?
Exactly. Exactly.
No elote, man. That would say.
Anyways, Lucky, I don't mean to disrespect.
No, you're good, bro.
Thank you for your call. Thank you for your call.
I love Lucky, man. I love his show from day one. I used to put him on La Pinta when I was on the shift. Believe that. You know that's right.
That's right, baby. I appreciate you,
But I'll see you soon, homie, and God bless all you guys.
Thank you for your call, brother.
Yes, thank you, dog. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
What's up, Lucky? My name is Andrew from the Southeast area. With all due respect, I love the podcast, but these fools are fucking modern KKK, homie.
How so?
Just by the view, you can tell just the hate by the views, everything they have, dog. It doesn't seem right. You know, it's not sitting right.
Do you feel like they're pushing an agenda right now?
That's what I feel, just from a viewer from the outside. But like I said,
And what agenda are they pushing?
No, dog. You just see it. I mean, from the younger bald dude, you could tell it's just you could tell he has hate towards Hispanics. You could tell it's just the other dude sitting, the older dude sitting in the table.
My best friends are all Hispanic, so I mean.
I was raised by Raza, bro.
The fuck?
When my family kicked me out at 17,
I mean,
where do you think I went to live?
You couldn't even say Raza, right? Oh, you said Raza. I mean,
I didn't say Raza like a white boy, bro. I said Raza, the way it's supposed to be said, homie.
like I said, dog, it's from viewers from the outside. That's what I feel. And like I said, much love to respect to the podcast. It's just from a viewer.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for calling, bro.
Soft feelings.
You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Man, first of all, I just had to call back in, Lucky, real quick. First of all, the CEO, all due respect, correctional officer speaking on an informant, let's keep it 100. I'm just saying, come on, brother. You talked a lot of shit in there, and these guys never once said all Hispanics are rapists and child traffickers. That's not what they said, and that's not what Trump said. If you go back and listen to the whole entire speech, he said that there's bad actors that are bringing people over the border, children, drugs, and we all know that's fact. So let's just keep it 100. But I just had to call back in because that CEO want to talk about snitches. I've seen correctional officers give so many of my brothers life sentences for nothing, for turning around and saying fuck you when they're in cuffs and get slammed on the ground and the shit beat out of them, and a 25 life sentence because they had 2 strikes. And you're going to bring up a fucking snitch? And you're a correctional officer? You support the CCPOA. That's the only thing you fucking support, Lane. Anyways, Lucky, I'm out of here, brother.
All right, bro.
I love you. I just had to say that, man.
Hey, this is a platform where people can speak their piece, bro. You know what I mean? You know, if you agree with it or not, this is what we do right here. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, Lucky, how you guys doing?
Doing good, brother.
All right. First of all, I want to say big shout out to Hood Stocks. You always open up the platform for different individuals, and that's commendable. 100%. And the Proud Boys, I honestly didn't know much about you guys, but you guys got some balls going up there and representing what you represent. And as a man, I got to respect that.
Thank you.
I want to know where you guys fall on, do you believe in systemic racism? And also, there's a second part to that question. Do you believe in white privilege? And I want it in detail on why or why not you do believe in it.
I've never experienced white privilege. I mean, I've been beat by the cops more than my Hispanic homies. So I mean,
yeah, I've never experienced white privilege.
In general, I'm saying
systemic racism.
The way things are.
I think it has to do with how you act. I mean,
does systemic racism exist?
I would say systemic corruption exists, and I would say that if you're people of the street, it doesn't matter what color you are.
Let's talk about history. Does systemic racism exist?
Well, in history, I mean,
maybe it does.
You know,
maybe it does. Maybe it does. Maybe black and brown.
That's an incorrect answer, sir.
And so, hey, with systemic racism, are you talking about like just with the police, or is that what you're talking about?
Systemic racism, the system.
Yeah.
The systemic racism exists.
The man, fuck yeah, bro.
Okay.
Fuck yeah. The man wants to hold the black and the brown down, and they want to hold the white man who fucking rolls with the black and the brown down. Okay? I can't tell how many times that I was singled out because I was rolling with the fucking brothers or I was rolling with essays.
So it exists.
It does exist.
Okay,
I'm going to say
it does exist.
It's like a 50-50.
America is not a racist country as a whole. Maybe the fucking system is racist, but we're against the system. We're part of the people.
You guys are more like to me, because I'm a little bit confused, like the last caller, but to me it sounds like you guys are more anti-government.
We're way
than anything
anti-government.
else.
I'd rather be able to cut that thief's hand off or beat that rapist to death in the middle of the street in front of everybody.
Yeah,
to see than
fuck
let the
yeah,
cops deal with
bro.
them.
Hey,
Smaller
let's talk
government is
about-
I'd
better.
rather castrate the
Let's go
pedophiles
back to these
publicly
questions.
than let anybody.
White privilege.
Yeah.
White people will not think that they experience white privilege when they do.
I mean, maybe I did. Maybe when I got arrested for felony robbery and they reduced it to
Well, I mean, it's
trespassing,
different. It's
maybe it
different
was
for-
white privilege.
Well, yeah, charges that if a white and a black person or a white and Mexican get the same charges, the white person usually statistically gets off of that charge.
And that's
But
involves
that's not-
systemic
Less
racism.
time.
That's not my fault.
Yeah, no,
It's
white
not your
not my
fault.
fault.
I'm
Of
not
course.
saying it's your fault, bro.
White privilege-
But
white
it's
privilege is not
it's
your fault.
acknowledging that it does exist.
Bro, the system's founded and run by fucking old rich white dudes.
Yeah, let me get up in there real quick. The reason why I ask these questions is because sometimes questions are uncomfortable, man, and we have to look in the mirror. And just look, I'll give you a good example.
Ask away.
I was raised in a section of Boyle Heights where my neighborhood did some racist shit to certain black individuals that were moving there. And basically they try to force them out of there. We didn't want blacks in that neighborhood, and I don't mean we. I mean like the people that I used to look up to that were a little bit older. Okay, but I never fell into that trap though because I never really looked at people in color. But when I hit prison for the first time, that's when I really saw the difference in exactly who fills these fucking prisons up, man. And they fill it up with blacks and browns. And a lot of people could say, well, you guys are out there breaking the law. In a lot of cases, it's true, okay? It does not hurt for me to look in the mirror and say, hey, you know what, we got issues.
Well, it also depends on
Okay,
where
so
you're at.
as white people, your responsibility, if you really are a man that you say you are, it's your responsibility to look in the mirror and say, fuck, man, my people have created some fucked up shit here. So if I can take a step back,
being a white man, though, that's like me.
if I can take a step back myself and say, hey, we got issues in our community, then the white man needs to do the same. They got to look in the mirror and be like, man, no wonder these black people are pissed off at us. Maybe you didn't do nothing personal to them, but you got to be a little bit conscious and a little bit sensitive to that shit.
Let me ask you a question. You say you live in LA County, right? That's where Boyle Heights is, LA County, right?
Yeah, it's right here.
Isn't that predominantly blacks and Hispanics? Like there's a less amount of white. Yeah, so I mean, when you go to jail in a Mexican or Hispanic community, there's gonna be more Hispanics. When you go to fucking Alabama, there's gonna be more white dudes in the prison.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you can't judge it off of that one experience.
I got a little lost in that one. Let's go to the next caller.
Why? Because that was real.
No, not because it was real. No, and I just got lost personally, bro. You know what I mean? On it.
Well, I mean, if I go to Twin Towers, I'm gonna be locked up in there with a bunch of Hispanics and blacks, and I'm a minority.
Yeah, and
I got lost in what this was leading up to. So it's not you, bro. It's not you, though. Bro, listen. I'm a dude, bro, that I try to look at everything on an even playing field on both sides of the fence, bro. You know what I mean? I don't jump on bandwagons, but I see it for things for black and white, and I'm not correct on everything. I don't have all the answers, bro, but my game is just being fair, bro. That's all. Of course. You know what I mean? You know what I want to do? Hey, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hello.
What's up?
What's up, man? Hey, this is Caesar from Arizona. The way I see it is a Proud Boys home for defending our freedom, our right to vote, our right to walk in this earth, home. And without people like that, home, we can't protect. We can't protect our raza. It's a movement. It's a positive movement. Home. The government, home, wants to suppress us, to fucking take our voice away, home, and we all stick together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely, bro. And I agree. We need to, the government is trying to control us, all the above. Let's do this. Hey, I appreciate your phone call. Let's do this real quick. Let's do this. Let me see that paper right there, bro. Ooh. So we got a paper right here. It's in black and white. You guys can't see that. It says Proud Boys tenants.
Tenants, yeah.
So this paper, Proud Boys tenants is people that are involved in this organization, tenants of this organization, correct?
Yes.
And every Proud Boy gets served this paper.
Yes.
In order to be a Proud Boy.
Correct.
Okay. And so I'm gonna just go over some of the highlighted things on this. This is the criteria to be a Proud Boy, correct?
These are our core values, more or less.
These are the core values.
Criteria is that you're a man, and that you
Okay.
believe the West is the best.
So it says, you guys hold up on the phone calls right now. My thing's blowing up. Hold up on the phone calls. We'll open them back up. Because I want everybody to have a voice right here. I want everybody to have a voice right here, including these gentlemen that are on the platform. Core values: minimal government, pro free speech, glorifying the entrepreneur. I want to look into this because I don't understand that. We celebrate and honor the ones who risk everything to improve our lives: the inventor, the job creator, the men whose failures and innovations have shaped the modern world, the true enemies of poverty, fortune to the bold, glory to be brave. Okay? Moving forward, anti-political correctness. I want to go over that. What's anti-political correctness in regards to the core values of a Proud Boy? Let's look at that. The First Amendment protects a God-given right, the freedom of speech, not the freedom from speech. Policing the expression of others for fear of being offended is not a right. In the war against tyranny, language is the front line. If we relinquish our right to be crude, crass, and colorful, then we also relinquish our tongues, along with our thoughts and finally our spirit. Anti-racial guilt, maximum freedom, pro-gun rights, venerating the housewife. What's that? Venerating the housewife. This is not to mandate to women on how they should live their lives. Rather, we acknowledge, appreciate, and exalt any woman who would choose to stay at home, raise her children, tend to her hearth, and be her husband's first and most ardent ally. She creates human life, shapes it, and builds the community in which we live. Anti-drug war, anti-racism. These are the core values of the Proud Boys, which is given to every member.
Correct.
Okay. So right now we have another Proud Boy. Fix that mic so it's gonna be right on you, bro. Yeah, we got another Proud Boy right here, and we're gonna switch the camera, and you will, let everybody know who you are, bro.
Yo, what's up? My name is Benny White. I reside in the city of Compton. Shout out to my man Lucky, Hood Stocks for having us on, giving us a platform to actually speak out and, clear the air and all the BS that's been going on, bro.
Okay. What'd you say, Benny?
Benny.
Benny, good to meet you again, bro.
Nice too, bro.
Appreciate you coming to the platform.
Yes, sir.
And what would you like to speak on, bro?
You know what? Just to recap on everything we've been talking about, like a lot of other members, I got involved with the organization, bro, just being tired of just watching YouTube videos after videos after videos, Antifa, block, attacking just innocent patriots just willing to go out there and express their First Amendment rights. I got tired of it, bro. I need to find something to do with my time. You know what I mean? So I decided to look for these guys. These guys didn't find, I found them. My first experience with the Proud Boys, I drove to Portland, 18 hours, me and my girl. Went there for a Saturday rally. Sunday, I was back in LA. I only went there for one day because I had enough. I wanted to know what the hell was Antifa, what the hell was the Proud Boys, and what the hell was going on in America. You know what I mean? Because I was, before all this political madness, I was a hip hop dude. I love music.
You sound like an East Coast dude, bro.
Yes, sir.
Are you from New York?
No, but like I said, it goes back to my hip hop days. All I did out here in Cali, bro, is just music. Shout out to the Tamboy.
You rap?
No.
Okay.
I'm just a fan of the music, the art. You know what I mean? I never sang. I can't rap. I stutter. You can see, but music was my thing. You know what I mean? So that was my entertainment, bro. So once all these political videos started infiltrating into my YouTube, it kind of like, wait, stop with the music and try to figure out what the hell is going on in our country. You know what I mean? So I kind of stopped the music, got involved into politics, and I started as an activist. When I say activist, Like it goes back to what we were saying with the bats and the all this attire. We used to make like banners, bro, and posters and really do it. We started wearing all this because we got tired of getting attacked. So we went from doing banners and protests to gearing up for war. That's how we started. Literally protesting picket signs and blah, 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 to literally helmets, goggles, bulletproof vests, and everything. Because we seen how the political atmosphere was evolving. It was getting more violent in the streets. So we gotta protect ourselves. But we started with the good intention. I started with the good intention, but the left kind of radicalized me more into, gearing up. Like, damn, we gotta gear up, like just to go to a rally. Like, I still find that kind of weird. Like, whoa, I could be out there. I can't even show my face because they want to dox us. They want to put our informations out there. I'm a working man, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Tomorrow I gotta go back to work. Like right now I'm just taking me exposing my face. You can see my face. Like I'm not even covered up. But I guarantee you they're gonna go through this video and we're gonna be getting doxxed. It comes with the battle.
What is dox?
When they grab your information and they put it on the internet, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, they share where you work, where you live, your mom, everything. You know what I'm saying? We ain't about that. You know what I'm saying? That's why we go so we look like the SWAT teams, geared up, fatigued, masked up because I gotta go to work tomorrow, bro. I got kids to feed. You know what I mean? So that's the whole aspect of doxing. They get your information, bro, and they blast it everywhere.
Yeah, they put it out there and they tell you, call their work, get them fired, run up in them on their face on the street.
Et cetera. You know what I mean, bro? Like,
yeah.
It's not right.
It's not.
No.
But see, these are the tactics that the left plays. So us to, adapt to the war, we don't do that. Because I hate doxing, bro. I don't think, you know what, you find me in the streets, you find me in the rallies, you got a problem, let's get it on. Like men, and squash it and hash it out and leave it there. Let's not take it back home and back to our work sites and none of that. So I'm against the whole doxing thing,
I feel like this is a big fight club.
Yes.
I feel like this is a fight club, bro.
Yeah. If you watch
it's a political fight club.
If you watch the movie, yes.
It's a political fight club.
I'm telling you, it's politics. Like I say, politics is Hollywood for ugly people. You know what I mean? It's a whole different, like you say, it might be a political gang within the political spectrum that we're living in. If you're involved in politics, if you're out there, protesting, doing rallies, if you're really involved in protesting and doing your political activism, I guess we're just another political gang,
So do they dox you because they think you're racist?
Yes.
Yes.
So
yes.
Is the image of the Proud Boys is a racist image?
I guess their image, they see Hitler.
It's a label.
You know what I mean?
What do you guys do to take that label off of you guys?
Well, we've been, like we say, we do, we feed the poor and Skid Row. We try to do good things, but since we got the media against us,
I understand
none of
that.
it gets shown.
I understand that. And a lot of what you guys are saying is the media. So not everybody watches the media. Maybe you guys look at the media and say, this is how they portray us, but not the normal person. I'm telling you, if you go to a Black Lives Matter rally, if they're protesting police brutality and you guys are against that.
We would gladly protest with them, but if we showed up, they would think we're there to oppose them, and they would probably
why
turn.
Why is that? Have you guys opposed them before?
I don't know. Have we opposed them before? We make a point to not counter protest. We make a point to not go to their events because we don't want them to think we're not down with fuck police brutality. Fuck the Huda that fucking beats up someone because they're fucking any color or because they committed a crime. Fuck the Huda.
Yeah. Well, look, let me give an example. I'm gonna give an example. One of the Tahunga rallies, they had Black Bloc Antifa and they had BLM. We were chopping it up with the BLM representatives. We had a good conversation.
So why not reach out to them and say, hey, can we join your guys' protest?
We have. I'm currently talking to the.
That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, I'm currently talking to the head of Turlock BLM about how we can do a homeless food drive or something together publicly.
That's what we were talking about the other day, bro. And we still try.
Yeah.
So that one day at the Tahunga rally, we were speaking to the BLM representatives, and we're like, look, our beef is not really with BLM. We could get on the front line with you guys, and you know what? Chant you guys and support you guys. Just get away from Antifa.
So it's
separate Antifa from BLM. Like, I got no beef with BLM per se.
So it's like, have you guys ever shown up to a rally with a purpose to fight?
No.
No. At least none of us have here.
No, I mean, as Proud Boys. Proud Boys.
I mean, they're showing up, bro, with a purpose to
We're showing
protect
up
what they believe in.
To put ourselves between the violence and the normies, what we call them,
So
the civilians.
you guys will purposely go to a rally, a Black Lives Matter rally, knowing that Antifa's there, knowing that there might be,
Yes.
or where there's Black Lives Matter protest, and you guys will go there knowing that they're going to start a fight with you guys.
If we think they're going to be beating up civilians, yes.
What if it's a peaceful protest? You guys still show up? Because I've seen videos.
No. All of us are
as
against.
Proud Boys in general. Proud Boys in general.
As Proud Boys
I think
in general,
these dudes
in
are speaking on an
California-
individual, bro.
In California, in California, we are not counter protesting. We don't go to any counter protest events. We just put our own rallies. Sometimes they show up, like when Daniel was here last week, we had an event in Sacramento. BLM and Antifa got it shut down. We ended up putting it together in a park. They showed up. Now we're all talking.
So my point of view from watching the videos and like you guys said, the media, I do see a lot of fighting going on. And there's a video where you guys attack journalists and you guys are there. And a lot of the Proud Boys are talking about being
journalists are the enemies, right?
Yeah. You come out, you take a picture of my face, try to get me fired.
Yeah, I mean, there's activist journalists whose sole intent is to ruin all of my brother's lives.
What about if you guys are peaceful and the journalists are there?
They're still going to say that our presence is violence. Our presence is violence. Justified enough that by us showing up, they can attack us.
And one thing, journalists, we don't attack Channel 9, Channel 11, Univision, Telemundo.
The ones you guys hate?
No, we don't attack that media. Those are real so-called journalists. The ones we get into it at rallies are streamers, provocateurs, posing as press. All
Yeah,
they're
they
doing
won't talk
is
to
getting
us.
your face.
They
your
won't talk to us.
That's all. That's all they're doing. We know. We've been under so much that we could identify a real press with badges to a dude that just literally has a little press pass, but he got brass knuckles and batons and spare and all. I mean, you're not a press.
I got a question for you guys. Are you guys always the victim? So like you're
probably
saying
not,
that
no.
the journalist has brass knuckles and stuff.
No, we don't. I'm not a victim.
It takes two to tango. It takes two to tango.
Definitely.
We're not victims. We don't go home like Antifa. They get their ass rocked, and then next day, it's everywhere on Twitter. Oh, look, we got assaulted by the cops and by white supremacists and this and that and this. Like, my man got beat up by the cops. And he wasn't on Twitter yelling and screaming and crying and sending donations. No. We pull up our bootstraps and let's keep it moving.
So what about Antifa? You said like
Antifa is nothing. 95% of their war is propaganda, brother. That's all they focus on is on propaganda.
To make you guys look bad?
Doxing, and that's it. That's all they do. 5% is really in the street.
Let's go to a phone call. You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Hey, yo. I just want to give am I on live or what?
You're on live, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I just have it's not a question. It's more of a statement. And I just been studying real revolutionists for a while now, and I just wanted to say, I would fuck with the Proud Boys big time if they wouldn't fuck with right-wing politics.
If they dissociated themselves from the right-wing politics and really just stood on what their core values are, stated on this Proud Boys tenets paper.
Right.
Got it. All right. Appreciate it. Appreciate your call, bro.
Peace.
All right, brother. Let's go to Chicago, Illinois. Let's go. You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Hey, Lucky, what's up? The news is propaganda, I tell you. Propaganda. Use my French, but I speak fucking facts. Fucking facts, I tell you. Put the gun down and fist up. Shout out to Casey.
Shout out to KZ. You're on Hoodstocks. Talk to us.
Hey, what's up, Lucky? How you doing, homeboy?
Doing good, brother. How you doing?
I know, I'm right here. Hey, how's your homeboy Youngster doing?
Youngster's doing pretty good, bro. Yeah, he's doing good. He's doing his thing, baby.
That's good, homie. I hope everything's good with him and his kids and stuff. I remember last time I had him on the podcast, he was going through some stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, but I know you guys are talking about all this, politics and all that stuff. Hey, but I have a question for you, homeboy. I saw your Instagram with your kids right there, OC Ferrier shit with all your girls. My wife is due maybe either today or tomorrow, and I'm about to be a girl dad, homie. I want to ask you for the best advice I can ask from you, homeboy. I'm a serio, dog.
Go ahead.
What was my first time having a daughter, a kid, homie. I'm kind of nervous. You know what I mean? I just want to ask you, dog, because I see you, I don't know what I'm doing, homie. It's tell the truth, dog. You know what I mean? I'm nervous and shit. But what's the best advice you can give me, homie?
Well, for one thing, all the girls on that picture, bro, are not all my kids. They're my homeboy Flacco's kids as well. 3 of the girls are my girls on that picture. The best advice, while I grow as a father from the life that I used to live, bro, patience.
All right.
Patience, bro. And I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I might feel like I'm big and bad on the streets, but when I'm home or when I'm in the presence of those little girls, I ain't shit, fool. I ain't shit, dog. Right. And all that shit is out the window, dog, because I get yelled at. I'm getting yelled at by these little midgets. Turn that light off, you turn the light on, bro. I'm getting yelled at all these midgets of what I need to do for them and when I need to do for them. So patience, bro, and just the gentle touch of a man. Absolutely.
Hell yeah, homie, gracias, dog. Hell yeah.
Congratulations, big dog.
All right, bro.
Hey, thank you.
You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, what's up, Luck?
What up, G?
So, homeboy just called in and, asked about, advice for his kids. And I think that was a pretty cool call. And I think at the end of the day, what people are forgetting is, my bad, I'm a little stiff right now. So. On the left, they're trying to make pedophilia. They're trying to okay that shit. So at the end of the day,
who's making that okay though?
They're trying to make it
democratic policies.
Lawmakers are trying to make it.
How are they trying to make that okay though?
Can I give an example?
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna give an example right now. Gavin Newsom just signed a law where if you're a man and you just say you're trans, they're gonna throw you with the females. And that what's happening in jail. These females are getting raped by dudes with a ding-a-ling saying that they're women. See what I'm saying? That's the whole thing about
the... And that's what it comes down to. If people don't understand that it's not about race. We're getting distracted by the race shit. I'm Rafa. I grew up in the Stella. I'm from the 5'6" too.
Hey, shout out to the 5'6" should be out there, bro.
When people ask me what I am, and my kids know what to say too when they ask me what they are, we're American. I'm American. I was born here, dog. I never been to Mexico. I never been to Guatemala. My mom's Guatemalan. So at the end of the day, people, I don't know if it's out of ignorance or they're just oblivious to what the fuck's going on. The left's trying to take our guns. They're trying to make pedophilia okay. They're trying to fucking, when you have a baby, you don't have to put what gender they are until they grow up to decide what they want to be.
That's wrong.
Come on, bro. Like, they're trying to normalize pedophilia. I'm cool. Like, I'm not homophobic. If you're gay, that's your thing. But I have 2 sons, bro. They're trying to make this gay shit cool to where, you remember gangs were cool, you want to be from a neighborhood, you thought it was cool, you got from a neighborhood. I don't want my kids to be gay just because they think it's the cool thing to do, bro. At the end of the day, I'm Rafa, and I'm a Republican. I'm on the right.
Salud.
So people got to understand the difference. It's not about race. It's not about black, brown, or white. It's about where you stand as far as your morals,
your values,
and your beliefs,
yeah.
and your values.
Yeah. Absolutely, bro. I appreciate you calling in, brother. Thank you so much, dog. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Lucky, I had a call back, man. I was going to ask you if I can get a get back real quick.
You got it. You're here.
Okay, brother. With all due respect, that guy was my point exactly. He was on the phone for 2 minutes talking about what some dumbass CO and some dude did, or supposedly did. And with all due respect to you, homeboy, and all respect to everybody in there, fuck that punk. Keep my name out your mouth. Love you, Lucky. I'm out.
All right. There it is there. Everybody's can speak their piece right here, baby. You know what I mean? Let's take a break, and we'll be back with Hood Stocks. We'll be back. Let's take a quick break.
I've been a bad man, yeah, the devil's praying to me, and I help him go and get his way. You kept your word, boy, yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't wait to meet you one day. Yeah, I can't wait to meet you one day.
Emotions out of focus, I'm crawling at my lowest. Feet hit the streets like a high-speed pursuit. I'm wild when I move, burning through your head, about to tighten up the noose. Bunch of clown faces blowing clouds of the booth. Woof, woof, hooters at the door, now they trying to run up in. I am not a guppy shark, stash everything. Dope in the pussy like a B of A deposit. Baby girl robotic, she gang bang ebonics. Hang with the rules or you gotta pull your weight. Told the biggest tool, keep one in the chain. This is not a date, dance with the Mex, get your face in the cake.
Yeah, the devil's praying to me, and I help him go and get his way. You kept your word, boy, yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't wait to meet you one day. Yeah, I can't wait to meet you one day.
For my thoughts, I still can't make a dollar. Anybody home, Mr. 38 revolver. Holla, Lord, I need change. Heard you heal the hurt, I heard you kill the pain. Homie down the street, you left them dead in the dirt. Now his mama growing grays. Clouds in the skies leave tears on the grave. No smile on the face, just another t-shirt. Small funeral, see his girl when they flirt. Shit's still fresh, still smell death. Bunch of drug addicts can't wait to fuck next. Let the pussy rest, waiting on the prey like a goon in your home. It's 2 in the morning.
Yeah, the devil's praying to me, and I help him go and get his way. You kept your word, boy, yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't wait to meet you one day. Yeah, I can't wait to meet you one day.
Pictures catch the redness in my eyes. The pookie virtualized got the devil in my mind. The highs, the lows, a suicide note. The drip of the days will feel the tip of the razor. I'm tired of the living, I'm tired of the sinning. I wanna be dead dog better than these meds. Got my girl gagged, keep acting stupid, gonna throw you through the glass. Broken windows, limo tinted nipple. She crazy, we crazy, another meth baby. I need to sober up, I'm tripping, she waking. I think I need some sleep, I'm losing my mind. Catch me while I leap.
I've been a bad man, yeah, the devil's praying to me, and I help him go and get his way. You kept your word, boy, yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't wait to meet you one day. Yeah, I can't wait to meet you one day. Yeah, the devil's praying to me, and I help him go and get his way. You kept your word, boy, yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't wait to meet you one day. Yeah, I can't wait to meet you one day.
We're back on Hood Stocks, baby. So let's end it like this. Let's end it with a beer. Can I get a beer, please? Por favor.
No mas, homie.
Sound like my lady, fool. What's
You
that?
want to get on here?
Yeah, after you're done, yeah.
Yeah, Lucky, he wants to get on here.
What's that?
I mean, after you're done talking.
He wants to get on here.
Yeah, no, he can get right there.
Okay.
Yeah, you get right there. Let him
What
get
you
right
gotta
there.
say, homie?
I wanted to say one thing.
Yeah, go ahead, Preston.
All right, you asked about the statistics because
Oh, you
it
come
was
up on the camera, yeah?
it was blacks. Blacks
No,
are
he's
13.
good. Go ahead, you're good.
Blacks are 13% of America and make up the vast majority of crime. But white people make up the majority of the crime.
They do because they're the
FBI
majority.
statistics.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to consider like in what is it? What do they call it? Per capita. Per capita in certain prison systems, they may not make up the majority, but in the country they do. You know what I mean? So they do make up most of the crime. That's an easy statistic. I didn't have to look that up to tell you that. But let's say this. Let's say this right here. Let's talk about. So in the gang culture, if you snitch or if you're a piece of shit, I mean, the gang culture's got to take care of that.
Oh yeah.
They got to take out their trash.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So when it comes to the Proud Boys, you guys have a lot of trash to take out.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
And that's a fact, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
You hear it from this dude right here.
Absolutely.
A member of the Proud Boys, Trusty from the Proud Boys, agrees that there's a lot of trash in his organization that needs to be taken out. And we're talking about racist motherfuckers.
But we're not a gang, so we can't handle it how you would on the streets, you know what I mean? There's repercussions for sure.
I mean, when you guys get jumped into the Proud Boys.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can.
No, you can, but like I said,
There
without
should be.
repercussions. I said without repercussions.
I'm not trying to get you guys to incriminate yourself, okay? Because everybody's watching this, right?
If you're a Nazi and you're a racist,
Fuck you.
We're coming for you. Believe that.
You heard it from the man's mouth, not mine.
Believe that. Fuck yeah.
Let's get this phone call right here. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Yo, Lucky.
Yes.
Lucky.
Thank you, brother. Yes.
Lucky, what's up, dog?
What up, my G?
It's Wolf, homie.
Wolf, what up, baby?
Lucky. It's Wolfie, homie. Yes, Lucky, what's up, dog? What up, my G? You know what, dog?
You gotta turn the volume down in the background, my G. Preston, let me get light. You gotta turn the volume down in the background, Wolf.
So check out, dog. You know, I really appreciate the topic you got going on right now.
This is amazing, bro. This is groundbreaking, bro. I mean, this is needed. We got some Proud Boys in here, bro, that are fucking want to fuck up some motherfucking Nazis and they ain't about that motherfucking racism bullshit, bro. And they are acknowledging that there's a lot of trash that they need to take out of their organization.
Hey, dog, and you know what I trip out? Like, I'm at that age, bro. Like, didn't you guys get over that shit when you were like in your 30s?
This is no, bro. Check it out.
No, we didn't.
This is on a different level, bro. This is on a political scale. I mean, you can kind of like, it's reflections of the gang culture, but this is a political gang thing almost. Even though you guys don't want.
But when it comes down to doing crime and getting caught up for this shit, are you really gonna go down for your Proud Boys?
I mean, people have died for a lot less, so.
I doubt that, bro.
I've already had the feds visit my house 3 times.
Yep.
That's you, dog. I'm talking about them other Proud Boys. You're live, homie. You're a man.
They shouldn't be fucking in it. If they ain't down with what comes with it, then they shouldn't be fucking in it. We know what we're getting ourselves into.
I give you also credit, dog. I'm just like, I'm at that age, bro, where I'm done, bro. Like, I just see all these fools just going radical and just doing this and that. Like,
Bro,
I feel you,
Proud
brother.
Boys has only been around since 2015.
I just had a son. He's 3. He's going to be 4, and I'm worried about the future that he's going to grow up in.
I'm just saying,
so I'm going to fight so he doesn't have to, and I'm going to fight for all of you so you don't have to.
Wars have been started for a lot less.
Respect, Trusty. You know, respect to you and your Proud Boys. I'm just trying to bring a different light, bro. I just wonder, like, where's this ending at, dog? Where are we gonna go from here?
Well,
it ends in
hopefully,
death or prison.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
you got to be willing to die for what you stand for.
I had that conversation with my wife.
That's what we're gonna end up again.
Hopefully not, bro. Hopefully we can all come together and rise up against the fucking system that's trying to hold us down. When tyrants force the hands of matters great and small.
There's no way that's gonna happen, dog. It's just a monopoly game. I mean,
when tyrants force the hands of matters great and small, it inspires men to stand up for their rights. And that's what we're doing. And we'll stand up for you. We'll stand up for you, brother.
Is that a quote from somebody?
That's a Dropkick Murphys song. That's the Dropkick Murphys, brother.
Dropkick Murphys. Shout out to them fools.
Much love to all you vatos, all you fools.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
For your call. Thank you for your call, bro.
You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us. Last phone call.
Hey, good afternoon. I wanted to share something real quick about Black Lives Matter. So I saw recently that this guy was killed in Oakland. His name was Mario, and he was killed in a similar fashion to George Floyd. And, you know, I know a lot of Raza talk shit about Black Lives Matter. They get all the attention, what have you. But when that guy Mario's family did a press conference, the only people standing with him were Black Lives Matter and Asians Against Hate. And so, you know, I don't agree with everything they do. I think sometimes they're in the organization building. But it has to be said that when a Latino was killed, there was no Raza standing with his family. It was Black Lives Matter. It wasn't these other groups. And so I just wanted to call that out.
Well, yeah, the Raza got to stand up, bro. They got to raise up, bro. They got to raise up. And if this is how they feel in the chat line, if this is how they feel on Instagram or on any social media platform, bro, in order for you to be heard, you need to stand up and speak. You need to stand up and be willing to sacrifice possibly your freedom for something you believe in.
Yeah, just like all the little black gangbangers beating up the Lotte man around here, right? Yeah, Black Lives Matter, huh?
Yeah,
that's been a problem.
Really appreciate you being willing to say you marched with them, knowing how Raza reacted to that. Like, I thought that was brave, and you know, I think we all got to stand for each other. It can't just be about our group or this or that.
Hey, life's a risk, carnada. You know, that's from a movie. It's not Dropkick Murphys, but it's a movie. You know what, bro? My greatest attribute in life is the willing to take fucking risk. And having these guys on is a risk. And I told the camp, the Hoodstocks camp, they said, hey, you know what? This can make us or break us. But you know what? We will have the conversation. We will have the conversation, bro. I will give BLM a platform here. I will give Antifa a platform here to all speak their sides, bro. This isn't a political agenda on my behalf. This is the freedom of fucking speech.
Amen.
Yeah, you're doing great, man. And this is my first time calling in. Love the show. And, you know, keep up the good work. Keep on, you know, taking risks. It's working for you.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for calling, dog. We are out. Check it out, dog. So, the men that we have in here, we have Trusty, we have Gabriel, we have Benny, and we got Jose. Okay? You know what, dog? I'm going to tell you guys this right now. These guys are in our house right now. These guys are in our house, bro. And honestly, bro, they're no different from anyone else that's been in our house. They're fucking human beings of different colors and with different perspectives in fucking life, which will we agree with or not. I was hoping to get the Nazi Proud Boys in here. I didn't.
Sorry to disappoint you.
And you guys expected the KKK to be up in here. Instead, you got a mixture of brown brothers and white brothers in here from the Proud Boys. They acknowledge that there needs to be trash taken out. I respect them for that. Regardless of what side of the fence you stand on, you have to respect, we have to respect different individuals And I'm gonna tell you this right now, these guys that are here right now, and if I get shitted on for this or not, I respect these guys that are here right now because they came and they spoke their piece and they stood their fucking ground. And as long as they're not racist, they're welcomed in this house. Sorry, but not sorry.
Proud of your boy.
Proud of your boy. You ain't getting rid of us.
If you're not racist, I mean, we bro, what's the country we live in, right? Freedom of speech, freedom to believe what you believe in. You know, as long as you ain't fucking up my people, then we cool. Because if you fucking up my people, then we got business to handle. After this podcast, during this podcast, you know what it is, dog. We ain't playing no games right here. We ain't no punk ass motherfucking platform dollars gonna be putting up and condoning no motherfucking bullshit right here, dog. If I felt like these men were fucking racist and fucked up motherfuckers, then damn, we'd have cut this shit short, dog, and we'd have got this shit cracking, dog, because I got my boys in this bitch, and they got their boys in this bitch, dog, and we gonna go heads up. That's life. Trusty?
It's been a pleasure, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody that called in, thank you. Chat line, thank you. This is what we do right here at Hoodstocks, baby. We are a platform of the people, and not everyone is gonna be your fucking people. And these guys right here, they're okay with me. They don't gotta be okay with you. They're okay with me. As long as they're telling the truth, they're okay with me. Now, if they go do something after this that is not okay with me, then we're not okay no more, right? That's the way that works, right?
That's what's up, yeah.
That's the way that works.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And so what I want to do, dog, is I want to give everybody, all these Proud Boys in here, I want to give them a opportunity to say their last piece as we head out of this podcast, dog. And I'll start with you right there, my boy. You know what I mean? Since you're already there. Gabriel.
So, no, I just want to say shout out to the boys, free political prisoners. Proud Boys did nothing wrong.
Like I said, yo, proud of your boy. I'm proud of being Mexican, American. Anybody messes with my raza or my whiteys, I'm coming after you, bro. Feel free the boys. F Antifa. I'm going to keep saying F Antifa. Shout out to my boy Lucky. Hoodstocks. Hit the like button. Subscribe. They get their numbers up, man. Thank you.
Just want to say thanks for everybody here for giving us the platform to talk and try to clear the air a little bit. I mean, just like Lucky said, we might not align to certain things, but guess what? We're all human beings, and we all have the right to have our own beliefs. So that's all I got to say about that. Thank you, Lucky. Thank you, everybody that was here for Proud of Your Fucking Boys.
All right.
I gotta say, no.
Go say something. Preston, you're good. Trusty.
Yeah, I got something to say. First of all, thank you, Lucky. Thank you for having us on. I run around the streets of LA and downtown LA, and I work in downtown LA. So if you see me, say what's up. Say proud of your boy. Hopefully you don't run up on me and want that smoke, because I love all you people.
But you'll give them that smoke.
If they want it.
Absolutely. You're a man.
Fucking A, bro.
You're a man, bro.
Fucking A. Shout out to Legsit. Shout out to A-Rod. Daniel Mercury for California governor. And shout out to my homies, the big UFK, ICR, AWR, 7th Letter Crew, and Gorilla One. We run these streets of LA, baby.
And we are out of here. Hoodstocks, baby. Sunday, baby. Let's go.